I meant to say.
Welcome to another episode of Late Night Siege here on a Friday evening. Of course, join me as always is Mr. Worldwide Devmarta. How are you tonight, man?
Good, yeah. Very excited for tonight. It's been pretty chockers recently, but really keen to have a bit of a relaxing late Friday night with some Late Night Siege.
Yes, and of course, you guys are going to be seeing right now, we are joined by a lovely special guest. You may know her, you may not, but either way, you will at the end of tonight. It is PaladinAmber. Thanks for joining us, Amber. How are you?
I'm good. I did accidentally just say, instead of boop, something completely different, but I'm good. Off to a great start.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Late Night Siege episode without a little bit of fun, a little bit of something a bit different. So, Amber, we are so excited to have you on tonight because you are a very special person hailing from the Australian community here on Twitch and streaming and stuff. Can you give us a bit of an intro to anyone in chat who isn't a mega fan already spamming your emotes in there? Who are you, Amber? Who are you? Tell us who you are.
I am PaladinAmber, the esports champion. You might know me from such things as I just got a charm in game to also went to SI, didn't play, was just there, looked good. So, yeah, look, I'm a content creator from Australia and I have been playing Siege now for, it's nearly a year. It'll be nearly a year.
I seem to recall you did actually compete at the Six Invitational against Anna Prosser in the paper, scissors, rock contests that I recorded.
I did. And I did a disservice to our country. And there was I meant to do scissors and it came out as paper and that it should have been a foul, but the judge was like slacking a little.
I feel like Anna was kind of just judging it while also being a participant. Maybe there's a bit of a conflict of interest there, but...
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Yeah, rigged from the start. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've been involved in quite a few things here locally. One thing I particularly remember, Raven, you were there as well, was last year Ubisoft Experience. You came along to Sydney and played some show matches. I remember a particular moment where something had happened in game and you stared directly into the camera and shake your head and our producer zooms in on your face and it was like something cut directly from your streams and I remember I just cracked up laughing.
I think that was our first interaction, actually, Dev. I think
so.
that's the... Because and you know what? This is a bit cheeky, but I could slightly hear... I have sonar hearing, and I could kind of hear you say something or mention my name, and I was like, where did that come from? And then I realized that the cameraman, he was like super close, and I was like, I have to, because if I don't do it now... I'm gonna regret it later. And so I just I literally clocked the camera and I was like, what's up?
Very intimate moment between you and the cameraman. Amber, yeah, I think that kind of shows that you are known for a very specific kind of content. How would you describe your streams and your content?
I am a walking unintentional meme, but the wholesome meme. That's it. I don't know, I've always been obsessed with really terribly good late night TV that's just funny and makes you feel good. And so I kind of try and have that energy when I'm streaming because I think it's very important to still, be yourself, not just like a character. And I know PaladinAmber could potentially be a character, but I am just a bit of a meme. I was born in an elevator. So
actually,
my life's always gonna have ups and downs.
Is that a true story?
It is what it is. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was in and out in an elevator,
I think that probably takes the cake for weird things that have happened in elevators.
Look, I like to say it's literally why my life is gonna be full of ups and downs, and it's just chaotic because I came in chaotic. I'm gonna blast through chaotic and hopefully leave chaotically.
Love it. All right.
I'd love to know actually what brought you to streaming. What made you think streaming was something that you wanted to do, or being a content creator in general? How did you become that kind of person?
I think, do you know what's really funny? I think I was always that kind of person without a camera anyway. And it took, I worked really good standard jobs. There's nothing wrong with that. And somebody had said to me, you're miserable. And you're only happy when you're playing video games. And I was like, well, obviously, isn't everyone, of course. And so he was like, well, have you heard of like streaming? Like, why don't you make content? And I was like, nah, it's not for me. But I created a Twitch account and I sat there for like 6 months and I was like, how am I going to explain this to my family? Because they were all like banking on me going and doing like my medical studies to become a doctor. And I was like, oh, that's going to be a bit of a curveball. Like, and then I just thought, what do I have to lose? Like, you know, I could fail at that and still have more fun than failing at something like I hate. So I was like, I'm just going to do it and see how it goes. And then here I am.
So you end up with a PhD in memes instead of actual medicine.
Look, it is a hard one to explain to my family at Christmas time because my uncle still explains what I do to the rest of the family as he's like, she's a cam girl. She plays video games for a living. No. And I'm like, you've got to emphasize she plays video games for a living over set. Like, I need you not to do this in front of the rest of the family. So they're like, so you play games and like, do you get paid to play the games? And I'm like, no, it's not like that. I just create really good content. And then I end up having to do the whole, you know, TV, you know how people watch sports? Yeah, people watch other people play sports and people watch other people play video games. Like,
love it.
Look, I think that's always a tough conversation, right? I know that I've personally had struggles trying to explain to people what I do in the realm of esports, whether it's commentary, even when I was playing. I think even casting has been harder because people don't understand the idea of commentating video game gameplay. That sounds quite strange to a lot of people. So I feel that struggle.
No, because it's like, how do you explain that? You're like, I watch somebody else play a game and then I verbally spectate for everyone else watching that person also playing that game so that then it's like everyone knows. So
it's like it gets more obscure every time there's another layer of removal from what people are used to.
Yep.
So, we're rocking up with Operation Steel Wave, which has just gone live on Rainbow Six, and me and Raven, we've already done a few episodes a few weeks back on the test server, which was live, so we've already had a chance to play the new operators and the new map. So we've got a rework of the much-loved house map, we have Melusi and Ace that are new operators, we also have quite a few reworked gadgets and operators as well. But one of the most exciting things that we do have, which you alluded to earlier, Amber, is that you are, if I'm not wrong, the first Australian to have your own charm available in Rainbow Six.
I am, and she's adorable, and everyone needs it. No, I'm just biased. No, yeah, and look, it blew my mind when Ubisoft said, would you like to be involved? Because I was like, how do I say yes 1,000 times over? But like, to know that there's a piece of me in a video game forever is just the weirdest concept, because I would have never have thought that, you know, making jokes and playing, because I'm not a professional player. Like, I like to think of myself, I'm like, yeah, what are you talking about? I've nearly got an ace like 3 times, but it's all been stolen from me. Like, but I'm not a professional player. But to know that like what I've done, or like how involved I've been with the community, has given me an opportunity to be involved in the game forever. And I'm like, that's so cool.
Yeah, and once the charm is in there, you know, it doesn't go away. You are now immortalized. And how do people actually get this charm, Amber?
Okay, so have you heard of this thing called Twitch Prime? No, I'm kidding. So if you have a Twitch account and you link that up with your Ubisoft account, like 9 times out of 10, it's just bada bing in your inventory. You can, and then, you know, you just hover over, equip all. It doesn't have to be on one, can be on all of them, please.
Love it, spreading the love. So now anytime I'm spectating someone after I'm dead, which is pretty frequently when I'm playing Rainbow Six, let's be honest, and I notice that they've got the PaladinAmber charm, I'm definitely going to be telling them what I think about that.
You just hit a GG in chat, like, yeah. You know, you're like, yeah,
unstoppable.
Good taste.
The Finca main, her spirit is here with us. We will win this.
There is a bit of a what are they called? Like a rumor about it. Like, if you put the charm on, though,
it's urban
chances
myth.
are urban myth that you will absolutely see for yourself. Like, it's gonna happen. The moment that the charm goes on everything, that's it. It's like TKs, C4s, you're in for it. So beware.
Awesome.
Yeah, look, I've noticed ever since I equipped it to all my guns, it's hard not to feel good while playing because you just see that cute little charm
It's
just
so
dabbling around on
cute,
your
right?
gun, and then you dab on a couple of people and you see the charm bubbling around,
And
it's
you
like,
see a little
yeah.
tiny anime girl, and you're like, yes. And that's what I love about it. Is like, if it's in the kill cam, I'm giggling because I'm like, look at that little charm jiggle.
So we can jump in game and start playing anytime you guys want. Do you have anything else you want to touch on before we do?
Not necessarily myself. I mean, if chat is cool to hang out and play some memes and
Let's
you
do
guys
it.
can
We
teach
can
me some
definitely-
strats, I think we should do
We
it.
can definitely do that.
All right. So we are in the lobby currently. And
Let's jump into a custom.
yeah, we
Who's
wanted to
lobby
jump
leader?
in custom. All right. It's Mr.
We
Raven.
can do custom first. It is me. I am the leader right now, apparently.
As always.
Do you have a favorite map, Amber?
My favorite map, do you really want to know? It's Bank.
Hey, I like Bank. Bank is great.
And I only like it because there's so many entry points. And I'm really good at getting into the garage. Like, believe it or not. I'm sneaky like a snake. And I will sit at the edge as long as I need to get that last person in there. So let's go.
This sounds like the makings of a strategy that you could teach us, Amber.
Yeah, look, I'm telling you, follow me into the garage. Nothing creepy about it. Let's just get in, stay behind
Did you guys
me in a
get
formal
brought
line.
into lobby with me? There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, where is everybody? Okay. Cool.
Do you want us on attack or defense? Attack, Amber?
Oh, I have no fuss.
Let's jump on
fuss.
attack. Why don't we switch sides? Press spacebar. Nice. Let's go.
All right. Let us go.
Now, guys, in chat, we do have a section dedicated to Q&A later on tonight, but if you do have any questions for myself, for Raven, or for the lovely PaladinAmber, feel free to chuck them in chat. I think we've all got it open. We'll do our best to see it. If we don't see it straight away, make sure you ask it later when we do have the Q&A section, which you'll see because the current topic section in the bottom right will say Q&A.
All right, Dev.
All right, what are we doing? We're
Parking front.
parking front. All right.
Yeah.
What
I'm
operator?
I'm a dirty lion main.
All right. I'm Thinker.
Listen, I love the microwave sound, so like it is the best thing ever to me. And this is actually my dream team, Thinker and Lion. Like I rotate between these two, so let's do it.
So are you one of those people that just like listens to the microwave as a way of going to sleep?
I use all of them as soon as I get in. I like just to hear the sound. It like said. All right.
So I actually managed to subscribe to you earlier today, PaladinAmber, and I have equipped the charm to every single one of my guns, including this one right here, and it's kind of hard to see on the stream.
No,
but-
I can see it. Wait, hold up. Stay still. Isn't she adorable?
Yeah, I need to
So
use a
good.
different gun later so I can actually see it a bit better. What's the strat, Amber? What are we
Have a
doing?
look. Look at.
Oh yeah, I'll look at yours.
Look at that.
It's adorable.
All right, come here. Follow me. So normally, oh wait, where's Raven?
I am in the garage, in fact. So you know what? I'm
Are
waiting.
you?
your
Alright, come here.
arrival. Yeah.
So all right, we get here.
All right, form up.
Wait, watch this. Come out. I dare you. Ready?
Oh, what am I
Ready,
gonna
ready?
see? Oh my god!
Told you.
Unstoppable.
One tap. Watch this. Ready? Just
Oh, you're nuts! Oh my god!
telling you that is an instant.
Not a chance, eh? What am I to?
Like-
Oh, yeah, you were gonna
Yeah,
say?
well, take me through one. What would be prime
Oh,
entry for you?
prime entry for me, hey? Why don't we see what we can do with Ace? He's the new operator.
Yeah. You want me to reinforce anything in particular? You got anything you want me to set up?
Why don't you do a hatch? We'll see how we can use him to open hatches.
Yeah.
See if we can do a sneaky little hot drop.
my biggest fear is the hatches.
Oh, really?
Only because, okay, so every time, like, it happened again today, but 9 times out of 10, if I am, like, under a hatch or on a hatch, I've been thatched to death. Like, I have had the hatch knocked out from my feet, and that's it. I'm just insta-death. Down the hatch, like...
So,
following your lead.
It's really...
Keller's hatch, by the way.
Okay, cool. It's really good exercise to just work your quads while you're moving towards the buildings, I found as well, so...
Yeah, why do you think... Look, all the booties.
It's a warm-up.
Look at that.
Booties.
Power legs right there.
Look at that.
All right, let's go. So, what are we gonna do? Well, you know what? Why don't we drone it out? Why don't we drone it out?
Here, look. I'll send my other me.
All right.
I mean, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Raven, cover your ears. This is definitely me. This is not. It's not a drone. When you see it, it's real.
Oh my goodness, your eyes are glowing yellow.
Really?
Well, they were a moment ago. Now they're back to normal. I don't know whether you've been possessed by some kind of evil witch or something.
So you think I'm pretty?
Yeah, glowing yellow eyes. That's really what I'm into, to be honest.
I knew it, man.
I know someone, Dev.
Right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate how to use Ace on the hatches. Now, Ace, if you don't have Hibana, he's an alright substitute. He's not perfect, but you need one. Kind of opens up, a little bit of a boom, and it makes a little bit of a cheeky hole. And if you want to completely blow the hatch, got to chuck another one on. Yeah?
This would be so good for holding an angle that's still secure. Oh, that hurt.
Sorry. Would you believe it's actually water? You know, Ace was like a kind of like a fireman, like a rescue person.
Is he?
Yeah, they're like water things. They're full of water.
It's like pressurized water, yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I want to know what the thing on the back of his helmet is.
It's like a head torch, right? Like a caving head torch, I think.
No, because that is attached to his goggles. So like the big backpack looking is attached to his goggles.
I do not know. I really do not know. I'm gonna admit.
Right.
Now, once we drop down the hatch.
When it's not like fully blown open, you've actually got like really good security. So like you could kind of peek it and they can't necessarily shoot you from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can kind of take a little bit of cover behind it.
Protection.
And another thing that's great with Ace, like we're saying, you know, it's pressurized water. So let's say you have like a teammate or like another player who maybe they haven't been staying hydrated. You just like kind of give them some water and they can kind of just lap that up, you know?
A little bit of H2O. Oh my goodness.
Where do I consume it?
Okay, so
Where
what you're saying, Dev, is I need to be Ace from now on so I can give all the thirsty boys some water.
That's exactly it. This is a solution for you.
Come and get it. Quench your thirst.
All right, why don't we let's chuck it on the wall. So with Ace, this is a legit tip, guys. So you better listen up. You'll notice that the Selma, which is what these little gadget gizmos are called, it doesn't detonate when it's on an indestructible floor. This is made from like marble or something, I don't know. But if it gets put onto something that is destructible, like this beautiful wooden wall, it will actually start to detonate, and that's when you can lap up all of that good stuff, as you can see.
Laugh it up.
Oh, you actually get like a wet screen effect.
Yeah, look.
Whoa. My screen has like water droplets on it.
Like taking a bath.
Yeah.
Clean.
There you go.
It looks great.
So if you've been playing, you know, in the basement for like 3 days straight, you know, hadn't had time to, you know, really tend to yourself, personal hygiene at all, then Ace might be the operator for you to just have a shower on the run.
Does that mean that if you've got... Wait, if you... Hold up. I want to see something. I'm gonna just... Do you reckon it'll
I'm all out. I'm sorry. I used them all.
Oh my...
But you should have a look at yourself. Have a look at yourself, Amber. Look at those... Oh.
Okay, wait.
Apparently that's a thing.
All right.
I just got shy. Give me a second. I'll come back. A couple of seconds, guys. This happens to everyone. It's really normal, all right?
Where'd your sister go? I swear she was here somewhere before.
Hold up.
Oi.
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Are you having
guys.
performance anxiety? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm kidding. I'm just, there we go.
There
Right.
we go. You should have a look at your eyes. See what I'm
They are
saying?
glowing.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Like-
creepy.
Bred with cats or something, I don't know.
Look, wait. Which one's the real one?
Oh!
Oh. Oh, we know.
Hey.
So, why don't we start doing some discovery quick match and then we can enjoy the new house.
I have a useful tip.
Oh, please.
Do you want to show people default plant in CCTV so this makes
Sure,
sense?
let's
you
do
wanna
it.
go over there?
So, hey, Amber, can I
Yeah?
please have the diffuser?
Would you? Yes. All right, come here. Hold up. Because if I don't drop it out here, I'll
That's
end
a
up planting.
great
Come
point.
grab.
See, there you go. There's a tip
a
from
tip in
Amber
itself,
right
you know?
there. You cannot drop the diffuser in the bomb site. If you want to give it to your teammate, you got to leave the bomb site first. Wow.
I mean, isn't
I
that a
wanna
bit
ask Amber, did you learn
counterproductive
that-
though? Because honestly, if I'm already in the bomb site and I can
Did you learn that the
plant-
hard way? Has this happened?
I did learn the hard way once. Somebody said, "Hey, give me the diffuser," and I said, "But it says plant, not drop."
Hey, Raven, can you come and open up the CCTV wall into server, please?
Oh wait, hold
I
up.
can.
You want it open? Did somebody say?
No, no!
I'm kidding. Okay, moving away.
All right, so let's say you're playing some bank. It is in ranked after wall, and you've played a thermite or an ace or someone, and you've opened up this wall, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Unintentional damage
Things
there.
A little, it's okay.
Let's say you open up this lovely wall right here, and you want to go for a little plant. If you just really kind of tiptoe right on in here, you turn around, and this is the safest place you can possibly plant. The way that you can stay as safe as possible. And you'll notice if you're watching the stream, I'm technically looking outside of the objective right now. When I put the lunchbox down, it's literally in the server room. It's not even in the objective. So it's a really strong plant spot for anyone who's attacking on bank. But Raven over here, I think you got a little bit of a tip to counter that, don't you?
I do. So there is a very specific spot that you can smoke that will stop people planting in that spot. They will have to get out, and it can delay a lot of time. I did not mean to yeet that just then. So let's grab it again. But basically, the way to line it up, there's a way so you can hit it 100%. And this is the way that I learnt it. I know there's a couple of different pros that do it different ways, but the way I learnt it is to come prone against the lockers at the back, so that you know, like, you're exactly where you need to be. And then, as you pull out your gas canister, you line the dot up with like the first line on the roof. I'll shoot it with my bullets.
All right, I'm gonna try and do the same thing here. So is it right there where I'm shooting?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I accidentally threw that one, but I guess that's probably the same trajectory with my one. So,
Should be, actually. I think they're the same weight.
and I think that would do it because the gas canister would probably have enough radius to get me even in this corner here. So
I will throw one.
please do.
I'm watching. What?
Oh, and yeah, that smells really bad. That smells really bad. I'm telling you, that smells
So yeah,
terrible.
you can sit back there and safely throw all three of those, and that will delay a lot of time. So you know, if a team is trying to plant under that final minute, and you got 3 gas canisters up, you could pretty much smoke out that default plant for the rest of the round.
Wait, hold up. Okay, Raven, I want to see something.
Yep.
Lay down. Hold up.
Where am I laying down?
Just hang out with the diffuser for a second. I just have
Okay.
something I want to see. Okay, hold up.
It's just a test.
Incredibly
Just
scared.
Okay,
stay
back
there.
here.
Oh my god.
It does work. Yes.
And now we get to see the trajectory. Oh,
Look at that.
Look at
huge
that.
stuff.
Great
I feel like I'm actually genuinely surprised right now that we have managed to somehow fit in genuine tips into this episode.
I actually am so proud of myself because I'm gonna use that. And you watch.
Awesome. Good.
Why don't we go and jump in some live games now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, awesome.
You don't want to bring me.
Chat
with
is
you?
very impressed that you didn't kill yourself, Amber. Just let you know.
I've only maybe once or twice held a grenade for too long. Like,
I literally did that in a ranked game not that long ago, at the end of last season. It was a big moment, huge opportunity for a clutch, and yeah, decided to eat my own grenade.
well, when I was first ever learning, I didn't know that if you just like scrolled out of holding the grenade or like you changed to it, you could just get rid of it. You don't have to throw it. So when I was starting out, I'd like accidentally use a grenade and I couldn't do any and I'd just end up throwing it and my teammates would be like, what are you doing? Like, you're wasting your stuff. But now I've learnt my lesson.
That's a beautiful story. Really
4
beautiful.
C4s later, so.
I am going to actually full screen your charm right now for everyone to enjoy. My goodness, I have a lot of charms.
This is just an excuse for you to flex your charm.
My charm
repertoire
collection.
repository.
At that.
I can't find it.
That, oh my goodness.
Where is
That is a
Really? You just saw it. Above the SI
charm
ones.
collection.
Above, like, the SI
Hey.
country ones.
There she is, up there. Wait, hold up.
Look at that.
Look at her.
I feel like
Adorable.
have you thought at all about skin pairings, Amber? Maybe there are some skins that work particularly well with your charm. Perhaps the I feel like the pink Valentine's Day one.
The Valentine's Day, yes.
Well, I have the flat purple one as well. Might work good.
Oh, it's beautiful. I
Where?
love it. Actually, look at it. Do you know what though?
I'm
The
trying to
best
find
part
it.
about that charm is it goes with everything.
It's true. It's true. Right. Also, you got the attachment skins now in Steelwave. This is a new feature. You'll notice that on all of your weapons, you have the opportunity to equip an attachment skin, and there are 3 unlocked and available at the moment: black, brown, and grey. But technically, that's 4 options because you also have none, which is the kind of metallic texture as well. So I've seen some pretty cool pairings. You can do grey, you can do tan. And that equips to all the attachments like the muzzle, brakes, and the sights and stuff.
That's like next level. That's super cool.
I've seen some pretty crazy combinations between the attachment skin and the weapon skin and the charm. Oh, we're going in now. Amber, have you played the new reworked house much yet?
I have twice actually. I think the only thing that really threw me off is like there's no main entrance anymore.
Yep.
But apart from that, like I genuinely love the rework. I really do. Have you seen it? Obviously, you guys have seen it. What am I saying?
Yeah. I did an episode a few weeks back on it, and I got to do the one of those preview events. I think you've done those before, Amber, where you capture content. Yeah. Yeah. No, I really enjoy it.
Have you seen the cubby house?
Yeah.
Do I have to show you the cubby house?
You can show. I mean, for the viewers, for the benefit of the viewers, feel free to show me anything.
Come to my cubby house.
Okay.
Oh, so it's actually your cubby house.
I'm hoping
Is this your house?
Yeah. This is my cubby house. Any cubby house is your own cubby house if you try hard enough. Like, let's be real.
You can adopt the cubby house. So, going over some of the basic changes, this is the main door on my drone at the moment. Oh, here you go. Hello, Amber.
Hello. Sorry,
This is.
I'm just moving on through.
They invested in some locks and shutters. I guess that's a pretty rough neighborhood or something. I just realized, like, that kind of on the north side of the map, where there's like that building next door that's getting constructed, that must have been under construction for like 10 years now. Because
You know what?
What?
I've never seen that until I have never thought, hey, look back. Like,
the building is still under construction. I mean, like in the time between launch to now, the house itself has undergone a lot of renovations, but the one next door is, I guess they went bankrupt or something.
what? You
Have
could
a
go
sausage.
in here? Oh,
Have a sausage drone one, Dev, real quick.
All right.
did you know that you could go in there? I'm This is probably.
go
Am I
in where-
trespassing
Oh,
on private
no,
property?
it's different.
It's not. I'm sorry, I can't see it. It's like
It's
a broken home.
client side. No. Okay.
Are you
We'll leave
trying
that.
to take the control of this place? I reckon you. I mean, there's a lot to work with here, Amber. I mean, what do you kind of see? Maybe a new streaming room.
Do you know what? I think this whole house could become a new streaming house. Like we just get a whole bunch of streamers, move in together. It'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, you got some balconies. You could chuck an office in there. There's a lot of opportunities here, and wow, you really can make your way around, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I didn't realize you could go in.
That's
Also,
pretty
I have
awesome.
the diffuser, so maybe
Oh, that's
we
alright.
should.
That's alright.
Raven's doing so much.
Raven's on the Kali. How are you finding
Are you
the
on
Kali
these?
buff, Raven?
Oh. I am loving it personally. The machine pistol, the new one, I always forget its denominations, like SBS SMG9 or something.
Yeah.
It's so good. I actually really enjoy using it.
You located a bomb.
Oh, goodbye, Doc.
We are the last two left.
Oh, it's all right, Amber. I am
Yeah.
sweting so hard right now. We are not losing
Have I
this
ever
round.
told you that I don't? What?
Is no longer in your
Oh,
possession.
that's an unfortunate turn of
Down
events.
to one friendly.
That is a
can
very
blame Dev for that.
unfortunate turn of events.
Oh, she outside and the other one's ages away, so that's good to know.
On the stairs, bro.
Oh, you could do this. I believe in you. 1v2. Here's
Oh,
the thing
yeah.
about me, I'm not really good, but I'm a great team player. I will always tell you that you can do it, even if you can't.
That's my attitude as well. I love that. No, well, she's outside and he is right there. Oh,
Uh-oh.
I thought I had
All
it.
rounds.
Not gonna lie, I did think I had it,
Just
but
one round.
no, their counter strategy was just too good.
Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong.
So I'd forgotten about this, and I haven't actually played her since Steel Wave release, but Amaru has had a huge buff.
Yes. Yeah.
So she's got, well, she hasn't had her loadout changed at all, but the way her gadget works is a bit different. It's much, much faster than before when you yeet into the windows. My nickname for Amaru is Yeet Girl, because that's pretty much an apt
Sendy.
description of what she does.
Just get sendy with it. That's what I always say.
All right, I'll get Sandy with it. All right. And you get your gun up so fast afterwards, and I am very eager to see if she's viable at high levels as well.
Here's a question for you two then. Did you know,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a thing, or it could be a thing, that Blitz can actually block entry to people coming in through windows, repelling in. So I was wondering, does that happen with Amaru as well then? If she's like going in, you know, she's just getting sendy with it, and you get a Blitz in the window that she's like, does she get pushed back?
That's a great question. It sounds like something we need to get scientific on and do a
I
test for.
think we should test that. Like,
This Doc is trying to
wanted-
heal his dead teammate with stims. That's nice.
I think he's meaning right.
Yeah. There's one running out.
Spot I wanted to
Location and defuse it.
Guys, I think I'm just gonna send, you know? Gonna go for a bit of a send. Oh, nice.
Karma, that's what that was. Oh,
Oh,
that is
see you, bro.
karma.
See ya later.
Op 4 last stop standing.
That happened to
Found
me
dead
earlier.
teammate.
Oh, this
I was
poor
playing,
person. Poor
I
person.
shot
No chance.
Instantly shot someone, and they left straight away. It was like a one snap. It was a one
Oh.
snap, one tap, dead, and they just, you know, just. I would have done the same.
Can't blame him. Can't blame him, to be honest. That was my first time using Amaru, and my goodness, she is fast. Like it feels like you get your gun up
Yep.
straight away. You can also go through hatches without breaking them beforehand. Like you don't need to shotgun them
big one.
open. Yeah, I
That's a
really
big
want
one.
to try that.
That's really big because it means you don't have to bring like either of her shotguns. They're still good, but you don't have to bring like that secondary shotgun to blow up a hatch. You can just go up any hatch you see. which is nuts.
Yeah, and that means if you don't have to bring any shotguns, you can bring that SMG-11, which is so lovely, and the G8 LMG, which is just a monstrous weapon.
I don't want to impress you with all of my knowledge about guns, but the only gun that I know is the TSCG.
Oh, yeah.
TSG.
Yeah.
This one.
Thump, thump, thump. It's like the bass
And I
drum
just
at,
know-
like, you go to a really, like, seedy club, and it's just like let me hear that. Let me hear that.
Ready?
I feel like we need to do, like, a, Rainbow Six, like, music kind of thing, where it's like,
Oh,
if you
yes.
keep a steady stream
Yeah.
going, and I'll try and do, like, the hi-hats.
Totally.
10 seconds remaining.
We can make a
Op 4
song.
located
We
a
can
We-
actually
we-
make
we
really
could
good
actually
music.
do that.
That was great. We were in tune together for a little while there.
Perfect.
located a
Hit.
And I picked Oryx because he has a few changes too. You'll notice I've got the MP5 with the angled grip, which is brand new on him. He also only takes 5 damage when he yeets through walls now. And he's got proximity alarms, which is the new secondary gadget. Oh, that's a fuse. Over there.
Where's the fuse at?
He was repelling west side.
Bathroom window.
No! I tried to yeet into a
I got
Hibana
him,
and I
I got
missed. I heard her repelling in the window and I tried to like time it so that as she landed I would smack into her. And
Didn't work out, bro.
I missed and then she just turned around and shot me.
Op 4 remaining.
Raven goes
I-
hard.
In the closet,
Yeah.
pretending that I am Harry Potter.
You're a wizard, Amber. Oh!
Got him!
Hey!
Successful.
Love it.
Don't watch this.
Well, everybody gets to watch this now. So. Oh, what do you mean? That was good.
Nice charm you got there.
Not my proudest moment.
Defense, yeah. Who else has changed on defense? I feel like I want to show off the proximity alarms more. Because oh, Malusi, of course. I haven't shown Malusi yet.
They're awesome. They really are, like, I mean, you know, because I'm such a pro and all. I think that they're great even for, like, I really think they're great for even amateur players who don't know how to play. Because having that, like, that alarm system, like, that tells you when they're getting closer and closer and closer, right? That's incredible because it makes me aware of my surroundings, but I can also continue watching whatever point I'm watching and then know that I've got, like, 5 or 2 seconds before I have to turn around and try and not die, so.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think
Secure the
she's
area.
very
Keep the
viable.
bombs protected.
By the way, I'm not sure if you're interested, Amber, but I did another skin pairing. I've got the PaladinAmber charm with the ice cream cone weapon skin.
Ooh,
And I think it goes perfectly, to be honest.
I'm
It
gonna
does!
see this.
Oh my goodness! It's like perfect color scheme and everything.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
just
that
matches
is,
perfectly.
That
I
is
love
really good.
it. Okay, where do you want me?
Great question. So, I was gonna say, yeah, like the Malusi, they're called Banshees.
10
They,
seconds remaining.
when anyone comes in range, and the range is fairly large, when you put one down, you get to see the range, kind of the little bit goes out. So if anyone walks into this door right here, they'll be under the effect. It slows them down. They don't take damage, but it slows them down a bit like Clash, and they're bulletproof. And they also make a big noise, a bit like a howling banshee. So
Hey, can you like
Nice way
glitch
to,
the import in the wall?
this guy's telling you.
Enemy drone is moving into position.
This guy's having a go at you, Amber. Oh, they're opening the wall behind you. Capcan.
What?
He wants you to open up the wall. Oh, Kaid, electric wall the wall. I have a feeling that there's going to be a bad guy
I'm
out
a
there.
Cade main, but I'm not a
Enemy
good
drone
Cade
incoming.
main.
Starting the clock. You have been spotted.
Oh my goodness.
Mom, please, I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah.
I just died to play more.
Changing legs.
One kitchen,
Scan incoming.
and there's one music room or theater room. I don't know what it's called.
Just a flesh wound.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Goodbye.
Nice.
I'm scared.
We only have 2 cameras.
This person's name is Frozen Gummy Bears. Would you really freeze gummy bears? I
Yeah.
love
Oh,
gummy
yeah.
bears.
I'm telling you, frozen anything that's like supposed to be a sweet treat is really, really good. I used to do it with grapes. Then they become like,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah, I've
They're
definitely done
frozen
grapes
grapes.
before. Grapes are good. Whoa, that was an accident.
Operator remaining.
I totally agree with that though. I agree. Like the whole sweet treats thing, freeze them. They're actually like really good.
incredible. Change your life.
Op 4 found a bomb. You must defend
Yeah.
it.
I've done grapes
Failed.
before.
All friendlies were eliminated.
This guy, Convexus, really is demonstrating the power of Ace pretty well, eh?
That was such a good snap too.
Very snappy.
Straight.
Amber, I feel like we need to
that
get you
gun
on the
on
casting
Ace.
desk at some point. With this level of analysis.
Honestly, look, I mean, you're twisting my arm. Yes, of course. Like, I mean, you know, I don't know if I could. I have to take my scan. Yeah, look, it looks clear. We'll do it. Let's. Do you know what? I think I would be okay as long as I didn't forget the terminology for everything like I do. Like, I call the droning phase the Roomba phase because that's what it feels like. Like I'm a little Roomba, I'm going in, I'm cleaning up.
That's totally acceptable. I know a lot of people have been calling Malusi's gadget the Wub Wubs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they sound like a
Secure the
microwave.
bomb.
Yeah.
I would. There's a sound that I make where it's like,
Oops.
that's what they sound like a microwave.
Yep.
Wait a second.
I've
There's
been
a hallway here now.
Yes.
I actually haven't been down this way. Somebody left a sweater.
Oh, t-shirts.
No.
Thanks.
Come put your sweaters on. It's winter. Raven, where are you?
He's
I'm in the
downstairs.
games room.
Spawn
Did you
peeking.
put a sweater on already?
10
I
seconds left.
didn't actually.
You're gonna catch a cold. What have I told you?
I know.
5 seconds and counting.
I may even catch a bullet, you know, like
That seems likely.
Increased surveillance on bomb.
Wait,
Op
there's so many children's rooms.
Enemy controlled area.
It's probably a lot of children, to be honest.
How many kids did they have while the rework was happening?
They were busy, that's all I'm saying. I found the Eat Girl, and she's dead now.
oh.
There's a bad guy over
Oh.
here. Where I am.
Hey, they changed this wall or something, didn't they? Over here.
I'm not sure, Raven, did they?
Wait, what about this? Watch out, Raven.
Oh.
Oh, damn it, you already...
Yeah, I
You
kind of
got-
shot that guy.
Did you?
What?
Did
There's
you?
a hole in that wall. Oh, there's a big hole there. Avoid the big hole.
Oh. Oh, he's
So
almost
you
forgot
will
about
be
me.
detected by hostiles.
Where I died is thermite on the balcony.
Ah! Well, like the wind bullseye.
You got away from that?
Yep.
Located a
Nobody
No,
can catch
God.
Dev.
mission critical.
Oh,
Diffuser
all right.
activated. Located a diffuser. Destroy it. 4 remaining.
He protect, he attacks.
Nice!
Importantly, he can run.
This is the
Disable the diffuser. Mission
Forrest Gump operator. Run, Oryx,
Just keep
run!
running, yeah.
All right. I feel like Raven, absolutely monstrous there.
Yep.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
nice headgear.
That's the one I got from the drop from the European Clash.
That
if I
is
recall.
so cool.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty happy with that. Goes really well with the PaladinAmber charm, so...
Everything does, right? It's like black, you know. Goes
Yep.
with everything. I was gonna say I feel like I've been neglecting chat a little bit, but if you guys do have questions, feel free to chuck them in there. We'll try and keep an eye on it so we don't get too lost in our shenanigans and manage to answer any questions, whether it's for Amber or for me or for Raven, or if it's about Rainbow Six in general, if you have questions about Steel Wave, if you have questions about the Six Masters, which is the tournament that has we've just finished our group stage. Oh, no, the league phase, I guess, and we're on to the finals, which is coming up in July. Which I'm really excited for.
Me too, man. It's gonna be really good. Obviously the top 4 teams are all top 4 for a reason.
Yeah.
And we did have the closest season of basically anything we've ever had in Oceania, like ever. So I'm sure playoffs are going to be just as exciting.
Yeah. I do have a question for you, Amber. So this is from
Yes.
Monkey Weird Zero. Asks, why is the sky blue?
All right. I got another one. What does your blue look like? Because your blue might not be the same as my blue. So
Wow.
Whoa.
You're taking
Mind
some
blowing
philosophy
things.
101 right here.
sometimes if you don't know the answer, you just got to hit him with another question. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's got something to do with the ocean and the way that light reflects off of the ocean and the sky and the ozone layer. But I also
Protect the bombs.
might have just read that on like TikTok or something. Like, I don't know. Sounds
is it
plausible.
on that actually, Amber? Is it true that you sometimes watch science videos on your stream?
Yeah. Oh, do you want to know
Be
what I learned
advised,
the other
Op 4
day?
has found a bomb.
What did you
Do
learn?
you want? Oh, I don't know if you're ready. All right, listen. Did you know? Okay, you know how a swimming center smells really like it's like nostalgic. You smell a swimming center
It's
like
like
a
the
pool,
chlorine,
and you're
right?
like, wow, this reminds me of my childhood. Did you know that that only occurs
remaining.
because of a type of chlorine that can only
5 seconds to
become
insertion.
that type of chlorine if there is
Op 4 has
Oh.
located
if
a
somebody
bomb.
has
Get
used
ready
the
to
swimming pool
engage.
as a toilet. Did you know that? So that smell that you're smelling only exists because of said toilet.
Raven, can you stop spawn peeking while Amber's trying to tell a story? Jeez.
My bad.
Wait, where is he?
Dead.
That's really foul, just by the way.
Yeah.
I'm
so
kind
I
of
think
scared
this is,
now,
like,
to be honest,
type of
of
stuff
ever
that
going to the
I've
swimming
learned.
pool again.
Over camping. Amari yeeted up the west side, west up.
Oh, well, this Maverick doesn't realize what's coming to him. Because I have a soft wall here. There you go. Thank you, Echo. I was going to say, another thing new with Steel Wave is the Echo Elite, which this lovely... No, Echo. No. Can you look deeply and meaningfully into my eyes for a moment, please? This is the Echo Elite. I just want to have a look at the Echo Elite.
Wait.
Look at that Echo
Come on.
Elite skin. That is just beautiful.
You're looking
Oh,
great.
I'm
Look
sorry!
at this
I'm sorry, bro!
You get her? She's low, she's low.
place. You just got a man murdered. That's why there was a.
Oh my god!
You don't justify that death, man. Like, you know.
I got
There we
him!
go.
Beautiful.
You have to avenge Amber now too.
Oh my goodness. I'm getting shut up from everywhere.
Jeez.
Oh, that's Legion. That's my teammate.
Can't believe you've done this, Dev.
I am kind of terrified, not gonna lie. I know there's someone on the balcony behind me.
Yeah, that's where I
Op 4
got
found a
from.
bomb. You must defend it.
There we
Op 4
go.
remaining.
There we go. There we go.
Nice.
All right.
No, I might bait my teammates, but Devmarta gets it done.
Was all worth it for that Echo Elite Legion Elite skin. Wait, it was Echo.
It was Echo.
Echo Elite.
Legion was the guy I almost in a 90-degree
He
flick.
tried to DK.
I was so stressed out in that moment, I just could not tell the difference between people in our team.
Under pressure.
Bum 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 bum.
Amber,
See,
have
now
you
that
always
is a
been
classic
into
me
shooter
style.
games?
Oh, sorry, Raven.
That's fine. Have you always been into shooter games?
Yeah.
That kind of always been your genre?
Yeah. Like any first-person shooter. I mean, look, I was back in my high school days. I was playing on my lunch break, like Call of Duty on my my first edition.
You would have been the coolest of kids at your school.
I was
No?
a bit of a nerd, but like because we used to get banned from like the servers quite a bit, because we were just that good, and so we had to like play under aliases. So we all had names like Transformer names. I was Bumblebee, like my friend Jasmine, she was Optimus Prime.
Oh.
And yeah, we kind of gamed in secret. It was really
like
quite nice.
You can make a film out of this. I can already tell this is like the start of a plot. We have to game in secret now. Don't tell your families.
That's what it felt like. It honestly felt like we were starting an underground world. It was great. Wouldn't change it for the world.
I thought you were gonna say that was the origin story of PaladinAmber or something, you know?
I wish. I was gonna call myself Bumblebee on Twitch actually, but I was like, that's a little bit, you know. Who am I really trying to be then?
B?
Good point.
Get it?
Ah. Is there a cheeky little ace opening up the main walls on the side? We got a Malusi here. That's nice.
I don't know if this is. Wait.
It blew up my C4.
Are you? Look at that, Zappy. Yeah.
I'm Zappy Girl, yeah.
That's what I love to see.
I'm gonna harass him. Oh, you are nasty, mate. That was insane. This guy's nasty. One's above. There's no one out here.
No, there's not.
The diffuser is though. So they're gonna come back for shizzle.
Where's the Habana pellet going?
Directly above us, I guess.
I think.
Yep, it's just opening a hole.
Ah.
That's pretty creative.
Oh, there's a hatch here.
Oh,
my God.
I'm flashed.
Okay, they're coming back for it. They're coming back for it.
All right, I'm not gonna let him have it. It's mine. This is my lunchbox.
I've never
Oh!
heard it be called a lunchbox
It's
before.
Hey, there's a bad guy up above us, Amber.
Whereabouts?
Somewhere above us. To be precise.
Do you get a rough location for me? Like.
Oh, it's just you and me now.
Oh,
We
in
don't-
gym. Ashley's
Wait.
in gym.
Oh no.
Got one.
Ashley's
Wait,
in gym.
what?
Friendly, last opportunity.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't lose
nice
these.
shot.
I'm telling you.
It's Ash.
Okay,
it's
so
Ash.
Amaru is
Tell
like
him
10
away.
HP.
Oh, you just telling me that you're out of ammo. Oh,
Zone, you will be detected by hostiles. You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
Oh, no way.
Op 4, last opportunity.
no!
Oh, bad luck.
Mission failed. All friendly.
I was gonna turn around. The shield on my back actually saved me from Zafir. Oh, that was so close. I should have stayed outside for longer. I should have just stayed outside with my shield up.
I think I have to change my name to Paladin Owen.
It's alright.
Paladin
Amber.
Owen
I
too.
need to be more of an enabler, to be honest.
Yeah, Dad's just out here sweating solo, you know? Like,
I know. Playing Clash for myself. Playing
I'm
Amaru.
doing better than I usually do. I haven't C4'd myself once. So
That's an
That's
achievement.
quite impressive. Yep.
We've got
If I
someone.
can go- if I go a day without C4ing myself, it's a good day. Like,
Someone said, Vegito 2020 says, Paladin Lunchbox?
Paladin Lunchbox?
It's pretty catchy.
Yes. I am a snack. No. Imagine Lunchbox.
We need to
What if I
locate a
just
bomb.
went with Lunchbox? I mean, the branding for that would be
Yeah.
great.
Oh, Lunchbox would be perfect. I think you should consider a rebrand, to be honest.
I think I might. I might just have to. There you go, Raven.
That Patrick says she'll probably fit in one.
Okay, well, you know what? The thing has come up. The first time I met you, Amber, was at MEO, I believe. And I was not aware how short you were.
Yes.
Touchy subject.
Go on. Think about what you're about to say before you say it.
I was
5 seconds.
quite impressed, you know?
I didn't actually see you, Amber, at
Your mission is to locate and
at
defuse the bomb.
UBXP until I sat down. I just wasn't quite looking at the right plane, you know.
Well, were you casting at MEO? I'm fairly sure you were. weren't
Yeah,
you?
was UBXP before him? Oh, MEO was before.
Yes.
That's it. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
you were sitting
so-
in the front row.
I missed.
That's where
Oh my
I
gosh.
first met both of you, was at MEO. Because I also remember, yeah, you were casting with Matt Andrews, and
That's
Kate kind of gave me the rundown of like who everyone was, and I
Right.
was like, okay, well I'm gonna say hi. And they were like, no, like you don't just, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna say hi. I'm gonna be like, what's up? Let me know if you ever need help casting, and I'll help you.
Perfect. And that's why we got you on the show, to be honest. I almost just killed you, to be honest. That was
You have located a bomb.
very scary. That is whammy.
Oh, you got her down.
Oh yeah, I'm unstoppable, to be honest. Like I don't give in, you know. All right,
Wow.
lunchbox. Amber,
Red-eyed.
give me your lunchbox.
Lunchbox. All right.
Lunchbox
I don't
reporting
know.
for duty.
I don't know.
This is the total. This is the worm strat. Come on, Amber. We need. This is really
Oh,
where the.
yeah.
So they can't shoot us through the wall. Worm strat, engage.
Wait, hello? How many people are with us?
You
Scared
need a
me,
worm
Raven.
strat
Did you
at
do that all For a
Amber.
reason?
I'm dead, so no.
You have dropped the diffuser.
Uh-oh.
You have to take that. You have to
Uh-oh.
worm
It
it.
is now secure.
You have to do it. Don't let me
Not
down.
worming. Not worming.
Oh, I could have planted in there. Oh.
Last operator standing.
I think I just aced them.
You did. I've just discovered though that you can, in actual fact, drop the diffuser in the room where you could plant the diffuser if you die.
Oh,
That's perfect.
okay.
It's a great
Pro
strategy.
tips.
Next time I want my teammate to plan, I'll just throw a grenade at myself.
That works. I honestly think that'll catch on.
I'm actually convinced that Amaru is going to be so good, and I think I'm going to start playing you in ranked. I apologize in advance, Raven, because
Yeah.
she's pretty good, yeah, pretty good.
I think she definitely has a good place now. I think there's some good strats that you could definitely implement with Amaru that wouldn't be considered particularly edgy these days, you know? Yep. But we'll wait and see.
I think the thing about her is she's unpredictable. Because people may or
Yes.
may not rush in with her. That's what's going to be great. Is like seeing if people are using it to just like... I mean, if you're on the like, if you're going to charge
Use
in,
your drone to locate a bomb.
it's like, imagine head-to-head, last match. It's like, this is it. This is the decide, like, and somebody picks Amaru and they just decide to send it. Like, they're not going to expect that.
And I feel like a lot of people either expect the action to happen in the first 30 seconds, or if it's a rush, or like the last 30 seconds. But if you just Amaru directly, you know, grapple into the objective with like exactly halfway through the round, no one is expecting you to push then. And if you kind of have other teammates distracting elsewhere, you really might be able to have an impact.
That's exactly right. Like, imagine everyone else is kind of on the like, everyone's distracting at that point, right?
5 seconds
You've
before
gotten
insertion.
as much intel as you possibly can from droning, and you just are like, right, send it into B because there's nobody there because everyone's on A or everyone's roaming. Like, that's cool. You're gonna get in, she takes the diffuser, you plant.
There was one out
bada bing,
garage.
bada boom.
Oh, they didn't make a hole here. Where'd they make a hole? I heard something go
I
boom.
don't know. I heard that too.
You have located a bomb.
All I hear is water. Oh, the hose!
Oh, I'm dead.
Hose is on.
Look, Amaru might be good, but she's not good enough for someone staring at your window.
Oh, there's a guy in laundry. That scared me.
Whereabouts?
He was right hand side of laundry. I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. So through that door, and then kind of to the right. But he might have moved.
I can hear some footsteps.
Got this.
I'm nervous.
Oh, like this
Where?
technique here.
Right.
You must recover the diffuser. Down
Hello?
to 1 friendly.
It's only a 1v5.
Oh, maybe he's back left.
Wait, what? It's me again? Oh, no.
No pressure, Amber. But, you know, look, we
There is
could
no pressure.
commentate you just to
yeah.
add the ambience if you want.
I win these?
I bet you do.
Okay, there's
So-
nobody in there.
Match
Alright.
point on the grand final here of Discovery Quick Match, and PaladinAmber once again in a position where she has to prove what she is worth. Raven, we know PaladinAmber. We know how much of an impact player she can be, but I don't know if this is possible.
Are you?
Yeah, and look, she has persisted with the
toying with
lion
me?
pick. And it's been questioned by her teammates whether it's been working out. She gets a nice pick there with the 417.
No.
This
Oh, I'm
Yokai,
drunk.
though,
Oh, I'm
spotting her
drunk.
out
I'm
and
drunk.
stunning, that's going to put some pressure on. Minute 40 left, though, Dev, so a lot of time for Amber to get something done here.
Oh, and she does, in fact, see that Yokai drone. Spots out. Oh, no, it's a bit of a Pokemon moment there with the impact grenade. Thank
got
you very much,
Pokeball.
Malusi. Yeah, look, I guess you belong to Lost.7E now. Is that how it works, Amber? Do they like claim ownership over you now and like bring you out like when they're going up in a battle at a gym or something? Is that how it works?
I hope not, honestly. Like, I mean, it depends on what kind of Pokemon I get to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put me in that water category, all right? Fire or electricity. That's all I'm taking.
All right.
I
Oh,
can't believe I got Pokeballed.
it happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. So if you are playing a bit of the house rework, I personally love a little bit of Valkyrie. I don't know if you guys play much Valkyrie, but her cameras are so good for getting information, especially on maps like this where there's a lot of places you can throw them outside. You can check your cameras and have a lot of information about where people are. Anyone have like a shotgun or an impact grenade?
I have a shotgun. How can I help you?
Pleasure. Thank you for asking. Come up the stairs, Amber.
How may I
come
help
up the
you,
stairs.
kind sir? Where are you? What? Oh,
Come
you're
on
upstairs.
upstairs.
Hold on. Here's one I prepared earlier. It is the PTSD.
Could you make a bit of a little walkie hole over here with the bit
Alright,
with your
wait
buildings?
for it.
This is
Wait,
200
hold up.
IQ.
Watch your head.
Oh,
There
please
you go.
keep your hands
Wait,
and
hold
feet
up.
in the ride throughout the entire ride. So now you have a cheeky little
Wait.
camera outside on the thingamajiggo. As there's a
Oh,
technical
that's a
term.
person. Oh my god.
Did you just
Hey,
say-
Thatcher is out where you threw a cam, so...
Wait, really?
No, actually, I didn't see where you threw the cam.
You
I
will
was
be
wrong.
detected.
Oh, that's Ace, and he is now dead.
Oh, that's the Diffuser as well. There's two, like, on the north side. In the garden somewhere.
Oh, there's one in the room with
in.
me. She came up right behind me. Yeet girl is pretty
See what
good
I'm
at
saying?
yeeting.
She just gets in.
She knows what to do, you know? She knows how to make
And
things
you
happen.
don't expect it. This was like when no one was playing Capcan for a while. Like, I started playing Capcan in Ranked when I first ever started playing Ranked. And it was like so jarring to people because they were so used to not running in, like just getting in and not even checking or clearing doors.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm reminiscing like I'm
probably me.
some kind of
Oh,
like
Pokeball!
17-year-old Siege player.
We just had another player get a Pokeball. This is quite a unique experience in this casual game, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. Right.
I just realized this is for the game as well.
Yeah, he's got this too. He's totally got this.
A sledge.
Oh, no clue. The brain on this human. The brain.
What a gamer. You love to see it.
Whoa. So, Steel Wave coming around. Amber, who do you think's going to be your main?
I honestly think I'll start playing Malusi. Like, I mean, we have a Malusi player already, like in Soccer Mums
true.
Anonymous. But definitely Malusi, because I love that proximity alarm. Like I said, I am a sucker for a good audio cue.
Oh! What a clutch! Insane.
Oh, but can you
Oh,
find
no.
the diffuser? That's the
Where's that
important
lunchbox?
thing.
Oh,
Oh my god.
too good.
Disable the bomb.
Wow.
Good work. Mission successful.
Very nice stuff.
That was so well
That's
done.
nuts, dude. Yeah. He went off.
GG, boys.
I don't even remember getting that many kills,
GG.
to be honest.
Yeah, I hardly got to see people because you were killing them all day.
Oh.
Look at that. This time I graduated from
Owen
0
school.
to 1.
That's nice. Bit of breadstick, you know, keep the family fed. Got a question. Do we stream regularly? Well, the Rainbow Six ANZ channel, which is what you're watching right now, does stream every Friday at 8 p.m. AEST. We usually go through tips on various things within Rainbow Six with guests, but our lovely guest PaladinAmber, you stream regularly too, don't you? What's your stream schedule?
I stream Monday through to Friday, Australian, like, I think I always get this confused. I'm also on Australian Eastern Standard Time. I would have assumed it was Australian Central Standard Time,
Wait,
but
are
for
you
all
on-
intents and purposes,
Are you in
it's 8.
South Australia?
South Australia. Yeah,
Right.
South Australia.
That's half an hour behind us, right?
Yeah, wait.
That's half an hour behind me and Raven's time. So it's like it's
that's right. Because
like
then when it's
8:40,
daylight
8:30.
savings,
Yeah.
it's an hour, but it feels better. I don't know.
Right.
This daylight savings messes me up big time.
Do you have daylight savings down there?
Well, yes.
Oh, I mean, not everywhere in Australia does it. Queensland doesn't do it. It was a legitimate
Do
question.
they? Don't they?
No, they don't. My sister lives up there, and
Why did they get the option not to?
because
Like,
because they have better weather than we do. That's why.
yeah, daylight savings really throws me off sometimes.
Aussie time zones is confusing, especially when you have people who live in places like South Australia, where you're on a weird time zone. It's not just like another Eastern
Or
time zone.
maybe you guys are behind. Oh, actually, we're the ones that are behind.
In
Okay,
front.
that road.
We're ahead of the curve.
Yikes.
There's a point where like WA is on a different time, South Australia is a different time, New South Wales, Victoria, Tassie are all on their own time, and then Queensland is a different time yet again. Like,
Yeah, but the
why
one that
do we have
really-
so many time
The
zones?
one that gets me is I'm fairly sure it's like Perth. It's like 4 hours behind.
Yeah.
What
Well-
are they doing over there that they need 4 extra hours? Like,
It's because it's so far away. It's actually like that many lines of what's longitude or latitude? Longitude, right? That many lines of
Longitude.
longitude across that they really are like that far away. It's like being a completely different country.
it's so strange.
In fact, if I'm not wrong, the same time difference between Perth and Melbourne, where I live, as there is between Melbourne and New Zealand, which is like the same distance, the opposite direction.
Yeah, something like that. I remember some of the
Never heard that before.
some of the Perth players saying that like when they fly back from events, it's like they landed exactly the same time they left. It must be such a weird feeling. It's like, yeah, I leave at 4 p.m. I'll be there at 4. But-
That's
Like, what the
strange.
hell? Yeah.
That would. How would you? I couldn't do that. I couldn't even like flying to Montreal for SI was a lot because that was like 31 hours on a plane, right?
Mm.
And by the time I got off the plane, I had no idea what day of the week it was. I couldn't get my bearings. Like, Dev, how did you acclimatize?
When I'm going to an event, well, this time I tried to not sleep. Honestly, I can't remember. Because I went to Montreal this year and last year, and both times it was pretty shocking. I mean, the flights themselves are just horrendous, of course. Especially,
Yeah.
I mean, you can fit in a lunchbox, so maybe a bit different for you, but I mean, you'd need like 300 lunchboxes to fit me in.
You're
I'm
just
pretty
jealous
I actually am.
that I get all the leg room and you don't.
I actually am. Like, really, we need to have like a rule where like I get to steal some of your legroom or something, because there is
Next
like
time we'll make sure that they put us on the same plane, because they always look at me and they're like, sweet little lady, do you want a whole row of seats to yourself?
Oh,
and then
no.
I can be like, yes, please, and give you half of it. Be like, here you go.
I bet you could like lie down completely across just like 3 seats or something.
That is exactly how I lay down the whole flight. The best,
Oh, no.
the best thing was the flight from
Hey, Amber, you should go Melissa if you want to give it a shot. Feel free to do
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay, hold up. Wait. Oh, I'm always panicking like this. Oh no.
Oh no.
Let go.
All right, you get it next time. Get it next time.
Good reminder though. Thank you for letting me know.
Seems
So
you brought
this
up
is still
SI, by
good
the
'cause
way.
the audio cues work really well for us too. Like if you listen carefully, you really do get notified when they're close by, when they're getting closer, and when they're really close. So
Yeah, and on top of those, the banshees that Malusi has, there's a little proximity alarm, the beep beep beeps, you know, the beep beep beep.
Yeah, I find them extra annoying, you know? They're so loud.
Would you like a
here's one
beep
of the
beep,
things
Amber?
about that though is it's like if it's loud, it means somebody's there. What? Wait, hold
Yeah.
up.
It's a chibi. It's that looks like Ash.
Yeah, Ash should be.
Little chibi Ash.
Little ballerina. You know, I guess this is Rosie's room because that's a book like about Rosie or something. But yeah, no, really great thing with the proximity alarm is it's kind of dual purpose. Like on one hand, it can help you know that there are enemies nearby, and on the second hand, it can help if you have any guests who can't help themselves from swearing, just to like censor things.
Yeah. Let's stand by one then. Let's give it a 10. No, I'm kidding. You really want it?
Maybe I'll not tempt fate with that one.
No. No, I just think in ranked they're going to be such a great addition anyway. Like, honestly, having somebody playing Lucy on your team made it so easy for you to watch multiple entrances, and I love that. So,
Detected if you remain in this area. You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
Ooh, I
a
got
drone
deleted.
oh, you did.
Compromised.
Oh, Mari. Reload! I'm scared. I'm scared.
Where?
I have a beep beep out there on the balcony.
Op 4 found a
It's
bomb.
right there, yeah,
Must defend
Raven.
it.
So she's on the balcony then. What's she doing? No, Raven. No, Raven.
Op 4 has located
Oh, I
a
got
bomb.
pushed to the other side as well.
That was,
No way.
I'm just gonna pretend I wasn't watching that.
Yeah, thanks.
Ooh.
Oh!
A wall bang.
Where'd you go? What? Not a single shot. Are you?
You did hit her, I swear. Pretty sure you
I'm
hit
sure
her.
you
don't
did, yeah.
Oh.
Friendly remaining.
It's the worm strats, that's what I'm
Told
telling you.
It's a real strat. You just get on the ground, you lay down, and you hope for the best. Look at that. He knew what he was doing.
Whoa. Refrags, that's what we're about.
Something I was gonna say before is, as soon as you guys brought up SI, Amber, I think you made vlogs, right, when you were there?
I did. Yeah. I made a couple of things. So I also got to, like, I was a part of the early release content. I was there, you know, just experiencing Montreal too was really kind of cool, and especially going to places like the Ubisoft head office, that was incredible. Like, the whole thing was great. But yes. Long story short, I did make a vlog while I was over there.
Hey, Amber. Oh, you missed Melissa again.
Wait.
They even left it for you.
Look, it's like the C4 thing all over again. You just gotta give it to me straight away. So like when we get in, you'd be like, Lucy, and I'm just like, yes.
All right, I will set myself a little alarm. So I'll just go off.
I'm just
Malusi,
glad
Malusi.
she's on our
Secure
team.
the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Fair cop.
Until she's not.
Is this a mini version of how?
That's exactly it. This is a model of the old house. A replica.
You know what? They outdid themselves this time. There's even a tiny air conditioner. Are you kidding me?
That's pretty awesome.
Look at that, a little aircon.
Thanks for smacking holes in it.
Op 4
I was gonna say,
yeah,
can
yeah,
you open the windows?
I don't think you can.
Can't.
Oh, I'm getting spotted. The drones
Ooh.
must not see.
There's a drone right here.
I got him. I got a drone boy.
down to 5 seconds.
A little drone. My favorite rapper.
Little Roomba.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Oh, you know what? I do have like a impact grenade I could use for this.
Oh!
Where are
Wait,
they?
that was a Maru. I just heard zipline.
Where is that one shooting at us from, Raven?
Down in like the garden, southeast.
In the garden. We have any cameras outside? Oh, that's a bad guy, and he just killed me. Oh, it was the Amaru. Once again, Amaru is just too powerful. Oh, that was a nice flashbang.
Wow.
We're getting yeeted, aren't we,
Oh,
today?
no.
Oh, you got saved.
Wait.
One friendly
Wait.
operator remains.
Damn it.
Please wait.
That thermite. I mean, you know, look, that's the strat, right? You just say wait, and then they say sorry.
Mission failed. All friendlies were.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. These guys are playing against. Like they know what they're doing.
They do. Jeez. Yeah, like even that flashbang that he threw was
Very nice.
really well placed.
Maybe we should get these guys on the show. Ask them for some tips.
Maybe.
I definitely think no legal name is probably.
No legal
He's your
name.
guy. Like
That's it.
he's full of secrets. You could tell.
Oh, I'm gonna try the ace again.
Oh wait, no, no.
Oh, you try the ace,
No,
please.
no.
No, too late. I'm off it. Too late. There you go. I'll try the Amaru. I just want an excuse to play Amaru, to be honest.
Which one? Okay, I'll use the AK.
Yeah, that AK is so good.
Very, very good weapon.
Right, a little bit of trivia for you. So what was?
Your drone delivered the bomb.
No. What was the moment that you wanted to get into Rainbow yourselves, both of you? Doesn't matter who answers first. I just want to know what got you into it and what got you hooked.
Raven?
I remember watching the E3 trailer when it first got announced. Stayed up until like 4 a.m. with my mates to watch the Ubisoft live press conference. And I just remember watching that and I was just like amazed because I've always liked tactical shooters and
Insertion in
it's
10
like
seconds.
FPS games that are somewhat realistic. And I was like,
Insertion
yeah,
in
I can
5
really
seconds.
dig like the strategy involved in this. So I got it on release and
A bomb must be
I guess I was
located
just
and
immediately hooked, and I think it just all comes down to the fact that it was a strategical shooter where you weren't just like running around and not stopping and just shooting everything. You actually had to think about what you were doing.
Yeah.
And
Right. Did you always want it like? Were you always interested in competitive games beforehand, or was this the like catalyst for you?
This was pretty much the catalyst in terms of how far I took it. I've always been quite a competitive person. So like all through my childhood and stuff, I played mostly high level competitive sports and that kind of thing. But in terms of gaming, I never really got into like actual competing. But Rainbow Six, yeah, it really scratched that itch and made me want to actually explore what esports and competitive gaming is actually all about. And yeah, it's been a hell of a decision.
you were a Rainbow Six fan before Siege, though, right? Because your name actually comes
Correct.
from Raven's Shield.
Correct. It is,
Oh, hello.
An old Rainbow Six game. Yeah, that was scary. Yeah, there's a much older Rainbow Six game. Rainbow Six 3, Raven Shield.
You must recover
I
the
remember playing that on PC
You have
and
located a bomb.
they enjoyed it. You would, like, in the single player game modes, because Aussie Internet meant the multiplayer was not really playable back in the day. In single player, you could, like, plan out the way you would, like, clear the mission. Like, you could set yourself waypoints. You would choose your operators. There wasn't too much difference between them, but you could choose different operators and they had, like, slightly different loadouts and stuff. I just really enjoyed that. So,
Down to one
yeah.
friendly.
Siege is very much in, like, a similar vein to Raven Shield, but a lot more developed, of course.
Or this clash?
Oh, no.
There's nothing you can do.
Look,
I
these
guess.
guys are very good. Credit to them.
Quite elite.
We have to concede a game every now and then. Keep us humble, you know.
Do you know what?
It's
We
true.
just did that to show that we are really good sportsmen.
Yeah. We have good sportsmanships.
That's it. We could lose a game, and it's It's all fun.
Wow, I'm the donut this time, Amber.
Oh, look at that. Are you related to Owen? No, I'm sorry.
I do know Owen actually. Good mate of mine.
We all know Owen today. That was Owen 3. That's. But yeah, Dev, what got you into it? What was the catalyst for you?
Well, I actually started. I didn't start playing on Xbox 360, but I played a lot of my games on Xbox 360, and then I moved to PlayStation mostly for single player titles, not so much shooters. But I did have a background on shooters on the Xbox. So when I made my PC, I started playing. I wanted to play like not just sci-fi shooters like I played in the past. I wanted to play some kind of more realistic ones. And so I heard about Rainbow Six. Like I'd heard that it was coming out. I don't really usually get games on release, so I'd kind of heard it come out. But I was really just looking for a distraction from life, and I wanted to play a new game. And I got Rainbow Six, and immediately it was just like all I was doing. Like it really not literally, but it was like the only game I was playing because it just it really engaged me with the way that you can express yourself with what you want to do and how you want to play. There is no one way to play Rainbow Six. You want to be stealthy? Okay, you pick the stealthy characters. You want to be the brains? You can be the brains of the team. You don't have to have the best aim. Or if you want to go around and shoot everyone, you can do that too. So that was a huge part of the appeal to me, is especially, the tactical side of it. Like Raven was saying, you can be the brains and just enjoy it. And then I started watching YouTube videos because I wanted to get better, and then from the YouTube videos I found out about the professional scene, started watching them, and then I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool, and I got into the esports scene from there. It was really fast though. Like I feel like it all happened, like me from not owning the game to like playing in competitive teams and casting competitive matches. It was like 9 months.
Yeah, do you know what, that's how I feel about it though, is it's something that just pulls you in, but for the right reasons. Because that's how I felt about it. I was like, I feel like there's a place for anyone who wants to play. I'm not necessarily the greatest at the game, but no matter what or no matter who I play, I always kind of feel like I can offer some kind of something to my team, but I also have fun.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of different kinds of gameplay. When you might play a single player game and there's a mission which is like the stealth mission, or the mission that's like the high octane mission. Rainbow Six offers all of those things, and you can really pick and choose from the smorgasbord what you want, and kind of customize your own idea of fun.
I like that.
Yeah, really agree with that.
I've got It's Chambo, who's old mate Chambo, who we've played with before, a mate of mine. In chat, he's saying, do you feel like the map is attacker or defender sided? Well, according to that last game, enemy sided. It was it didn't matter whether it was attack or defense, they were just better than us. So.
Not our team sided.
Exactly. But I don't know, I think it's a bit hard to tell. I think there's a lot of good ways to attack this map, also a lot of good ways to defend this map. So I feel like it's probably fairly balanced between the two.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. And also, like, the developers kind of said that they really aimed this rework to be more of a casual rework. So there might be some areas that feel like it's imbalanced per se, but right now I actually feel like, because of the way people play it, it doesn't feel like it swings either way. Like, I feel like I could easily win a round or do well on defense or attack at the moment.
Yeah. Like on the old house, in some ways, if you had a really aggressive defense, it was impossible to get out of the spawn. But I think there's a lot of options available to the attackers now that you have a bit more freedom, and you're not always just trapped in the spawn, thanks to the spawn peekers. Oh, Edders is right on in there, mate. He's right on in there. He does not care one bit.
I'm gonna go through your garage, I think.
Oh my goodness, Clash, what's your language?
They're upstairs, right?
They are, I believe.
Flanking
you, Amari. I traded. It's Malusi.
Deal with shieldy bitch.
Far out.
Thank you.
my thing just disappeared completely.
What thing?
Carly's gadget. Actually, no, it's called, eh?
Changing max. Throwing Selma.
Oh, you're there.
Dev, I am.
Thread the needle! Thread the needle! Hey! Oh, it's muted.
Oh no.
What makes me say it's like it's
Come on
jammed
out,
by
Claire.
something.
Max.
Yes!
Did you get someone?
She didn't die, but
Their clash is just here.
I got it with my claymore.
Oh! No! Oh, she just 180'd me!
Op 4 last operator standing.
She's so good!
Oh no, I missed.
I need to watch this. I need to watch this kill cam.
Yeah.
I am
Oh, you might
never.
have
Oh,
missed
Successful.
that clash. I mean, I just have to tip my hat to that clash, honestly. I got absolutely wrecked.
it. Do you think we could just chuck Q&A on now, by the way, Dev?
That's a great idea.
Current topic?
And done.
Excelente. So yeah, guys, load us up with questions. I see one in here. When you have a bad run in Siege, what do you try to do to de-stress or chill out?
Ooh. Do you guys want to go first, or?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I haven't recently gotten to the point where I've been kind of like stressed playing Siege, at least not like in the games I played recently, albeit I've been pretty time poor recently, so I haven't had as much time to play. But, you know, changing things up, I find, like, if you feel like you're banging your head against the wall, you know, do something different, whether it's you're getting stressed because you're anxious about your losing games in ranked or whatever. You know, play some casual. If you're getting frustrated playing casual, you know, try something different. It's fine to play this game however you want to play it, whether that's the situations or the training grounds, casual, ranked, unranked, custom games, or whatever. You know, try something different. A different operator, a different game mode, whatever.
Best not to take like this. I mean, it depends. If you want to go pro, right? Sure, it's going to be very stressful, but that comes with the territory of what you're doing. If you're genuinely just frustrated, I think just taking some time to yourself to breathe deep and let yourself know that the only way you get better is by practicing.
Make your way to its location and defuse
Like,
it.
I mean, look at the whole time. I've been on the bottom of the leaderboard this whole time, but I'm still having a good time. And I think you have to then figure out what it is that you want out of playing the game. Do you want to be good at it? Do you want to be, you know, pro? Do you want to be top rank? And then kind of go, okay, well, that's a sacrifice. Sometimes I'm going to be frustrated because there's people that's better than me. And I just have to get better than those people.
Unless you're Raven, in which case you're clearly just better than everyone already.
I'm about to die
Give me
though,
this.
hang on.
One on 4
Whoa! I threw one of my H2, I think, at you. I'm sorry.
It's a good Raven.
I had a green mine in my foot, I was having bullets everywhere, like, I had no idea.
I think you need that water now.
You're right. Oh, did my grenade kill him?
Yeah, it did apparently. Grenade Glaz, I like it. Ambitious. Yeah, I agree, Amber. And sometimes, you know, I have a dog. Take the dog for a walk. You know, make a cup of tea, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Get some sunlight. Do whatever you need to do, you know. And the game is meant to be fun, so go into it with an attitude to have fun.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, if you need to do something else to do that, it's fine.
Like, that's why I'm like, I think you have to ask yourself at the end of the day what it is that you want. If you want to be really good, you have to know that it comes to the territory of playing. Like, it's going to be slightly stressful some days because there are going to be people who, like, you just cannot match their energy or their skill set. But, like, that's why you have to practice. It's in anything that you do. I don't just think playing Siege, but, like, it's really good to
Secure
apply
the area,
that
keep the bombs protected.
to Siege too. Because then you don't also burn out and you don't get frustrated with the game because you're constantly in this state of frustration. You have time to, like, walk away from it. Oh, my Lucy traps. I remember, Dev. You didn't say
Yay!
anything,
I
but
didn't
did
say
it.
anything. I'm impressed. Genuinely impressed. Hey, Amber. What if I gave you a hot tip? Can I do that, or is that?
Yes. Yeah, give me the tip.
All right.
What-
So
maybe.
with these
Okay.
Melusi Banshees, right? Let's just get this right.
Yeah.
It works on line of
Down to
sight,
10 seconds.
so it needs to have a line of sight with the person. So if you put it on this wall instead,
Ah.
then it means anyone who walks through this door, the line of sight will directly hit them. Whereas if it's over here, it'll only hit them if they walk right up to it. So if you put it on the wall behind you, it's a better spot.
I am trying to get the cue to.
Hey! Raven's going sweaty tonight.
I didn't know.
Oh, there's one on the other side.
Yeah, it's
Did you
alright.
close the door behind me?
Oh, look, let's not point fingers at anyone.
I see how it is.
Kylie went to pool room.
Oh,
Oh, I thought I had the other pistol. I was going for body shots. I thought it was 2-hit kill. My bad. Whoops. Let's race through some questions here. How easy is it to get all the operators? There are multiple ways to get different operators. You can either unlock them with renown, which is the currency you can earn by playing the game, and that it can take some time depending on which operators you're looking at getting. The older the operator's release date, so the more recently they were added to the game, the longer it will take you to unlock them because they will cost more renown. And similar with the paid currency, R6 credits, which you can purchase. And so it really depends. Like if you want to buy some operators with paid currency, then it's quite quick to get them. But if you want to unlock them by playing the game, it can take a bit longer.
Above hat. In gym.
Or you could buy the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
The deluxe edition. Yeah.
There are multiple editions. There's Ultimate Edition, which I think is the one that has everything. But yeah, there's like deluxe editions, there's season passes, and these all give you access to different years of operators. You know, the ones that released in 2020, you know, 2019, what have you.
I didn't realize we had a clash on our team.
Clash goes boom. You know what they say? I guess Goyo goes boom too. That proximity alarm is going off.
Sure is.
Which one?
Oh,
In gym.
there's like one in gym.
Friendly
Two
last
in
op-
gym, I guess. I think they're
Or
both
in
there.
behind the bomb.
Yeah.
Kitchen stairs.
He's going
Through
through.
hall now.
Oh! Oh!
Kali's down.
It's a 1v1 then.
Going around to rotate.
Try impact. Oh no, I think he's moving.
Oh, so
Oh,
close.
that's
Wow, that was a
close.
nice shot.
Mission failure.
Damn. Well, that was a really good shot. I'm okay to going down to that, to be honest.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
pretty
you
good.
can't be
previous
angry.
question.
At that point, because I'm like, that's impressive.
Hats off.
Yeah.
Who do I want to play? That's really not a question, is it?
What?
Quite obvious who I want to play. No, I'm playing the Lord.
Speaking
I'm doing
of
it.
questions, there's another question here. When did you realize, this is at Dev and me, when did you realize that you wanted to become a caster for Rainbow? How did you end up becoming where you are now?
That's a good question. Like I was saying before, I bought the game right as the season's Skull Reign was releasing, which is when Caveira and Capitan came out, and that was in Year 1, Season 3, so about, I don't know, July 2016.
Top 4
And by the end of the year, I was watching the Pro League. I watched the Season 3 finals and then the 6 Invitational. And about that time, I decided, wow, this is awesome. I want to play, and I'm also interested in casting. But I mostly just played in some amateur teams at the start because my internet was not good enough. NBN had not been deployed in my area.
10 seconds.
And so I couldn't really cast. I tried a little bit, but it wasn't
5
super
seconds to
viable.
insertion.
And I started a little bit, and then I got MBN. I went more hardcore into it, and then by October, ESL was looking for people to cast the APAC finals for the Pro League, and because I'd already been casting and kind of making a name for myself, they approached me for that. I just Tachenko'd someone. Life is complete.
So casually.
I am dead. It's alright. It was worth it. I just sniped someone from spawn.
Wait, did you just a chunk of spawn kill?
Yes.
That's so nasty.
I like how they failed to get rid of the turret. And you got him.
Yeah, what the hell? What happened to that Ash charge, dude?
So Raven, what's your story?
Yeah. Yeah, so as we talked about before, like I was a pro player and then a pro coach. And then for a while, I kind of just felt like that I might actually be alright at casting. Felt like there was still a bit of a gap for like really strong talent in ANZ as it was still really developing at the time. Yeah, so kind of just backed myself. I thought, yeah, I could probably do that. Started practicing. I reached out to Dev for feedback and to be able to send my VODs and that kind of thing too. And I was just lucky enough to be called up for one of the APAC LAN finals. I guess similar thing, like ESL got wind of the fact that I'd been working on that, and given my
Repelling?
background, they were keen to get me in. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die, actually.
You're gonna get fused.
I think that I definitely, like you were saying, the background from being a coach definitely helped you because you knew the connections. For example, like you said, you talked to me. I was already a fairly established caster. I knew who to talk to get Raven in, and I knew that I watched Raven his practice casts, and I did practice casts with him, and so I knew that you would be good, and so with the connections with ESL, like I think that kind of helped you out a bit as well, and yeah, you were already known in the community, but you don't have to be a pro coach to actually get into casting. A great example is Guz, who's one of our main casters as well, and he has never played competitively, but he made a name for himself by just casting amateur tournaments and working his way to the top. And I think that's really what it's about, like anything, get known and also be really good at what you do, and then people will want you. People will ask you for things.
Op 4, last stop standing.
I swear the other one's the same place or nearby.
And so when I decided to become a card,
Please, Amber, tell me the story of how you
Was
suddenly
it
overtook. Yeah.
You
so
have certain
I
control.
knew I was
Leave
going to
now.
be
You
the
have been
very
spotted
best
by hostiles. Fall back.
siege card. No, I'm kidding.
So
Wait,
Amber,
there's a
if you're
headset?
siege sound.
sound.
Oh. It looks a bit like your pink one.
Wait, are you all dead?
Yes, we are all spectating you
15
and judging
Is
you.
it just me? Wait. what
And
is
the Goya, who just took off
you
that
have
poor
saved
person's
my
head.
life.
This must have been a 180 as well.
Look at that.
Boom. Nasty. Wow, the Warden pick from Raven. Look at that. I love the headgear from Grand Larceny. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I was very lucky that was my free pack.
I was actually rocking the Tachenko legendary skin I got from an alpha pack. Very proud.
What are the chances of if I can just take a quick bathroom break?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
All right, I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay. Do we want to keep doing discovery? Do we want to switch to normal quick play?
I'm happy to switch to normal quick play, and then we can see if we can maybe use Carly and Ace and such on some of the other maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm keen to kind of see and talk about how these operators can be used in established maps, because people talk a lot about the meta and stuff, and how do you open up the garage wall on Consulate? Well, now that's maybe a very different scenario with Ace on the table. And I know we already saw that a bit last night, Raven, when you and I played some rank together. We played rank together twice this week, and yeah, so I'm keen to kind of see how it pops.
Me too. I think there's going to be some really interesting uses of Ace, and in general, he's just really fun to play because of his AK, which was often very underappreciated and underused there on Fuse. So now that it is on a more prominent attacker, I do think AEST is going to get a lot of play, especially in ranked.
Yeah, I'm particularly excited to see how they play in ranked, and then eventually they'll come into the Pro League, which is, you know, super topical for you and me, especially because as of the new league starting up with the European League, the APAC North League, etc., we have the Void Edge operators coming in. That's Yana and Oryx, and we'll get to see them as of Monday introduced into, you know, the top level of competition, which is super exciting. And the new Oregon rework, which came out last season as well. It's going to be played by the pros, and it's always exciting to see how the new content is taken into the hands of the people who get paid to play this game for a living and get paid to be as good as possible, because they can reinvent the wheel and make you realize maybe you were using Yana wrong this whole time, and then suddenly that starts to trickle down into what you see every day when you're playing matchmaking as well.
That's true, and it's likewise with the maps. I mean, Theme Park is such a great example of that. I know when it was added to the competitive map pool, a lot of people were like, oh, like I didn't even enjoy it in ranked that much. But ever since it's gone into the competitive map pool, it's really developed, and like I know I've said a lot personally, it's one of my favorite maps at the moment to play. And the ranked experience on that map, now that it's been in the hands of the competitive scene for a little while, it's actually so much funner to play. So I'm thinking the same is going to be said of Oregon. I'm super excited to see how that plays out in competitive. You mentioned that obviously the new leagues will start up next week from Monday, but I know for a fact Oregon was played in LPL Pro just the other day between PC419 and Ferox, which I haven't yet caught, but I heard that was pretty fun.
Guys, my mum's in chat, and I just got a gold alpha pack.
Hey!
Oh, you are winning.
Like, this never happens to me.
What, your mum being in chat or the
Legendary
legendary?
skin.
Nice.
Cute. But my
Wow.
mum's in chat. She's hanging out.
Hey, Amber's mom.
So, Mum, this is two of the best casters in Siege,
Oh,
Dev,
stop.
and Raven.
I'm flattered.
Whoa,
You made
so
Dev go all shy.
yeah, I'm just lost for words. The blush, my face is red right now. Coastline. I feel like we played this the other night in Rank Raven. I actually played a bit of Ace on this one. It was good fun. I think there's a lot of creative ways you can do things with this. I think you were playing a lot of Kali as well, weren't you?
Yes, I was playing a lot of Kali, and you know what? Speaking of, I'm just gonna play some Kali.
Ooh.
But yeah, look, Ace made light work of the drinks wall, which is normally reserved for Habana pellets.
Do you know what I'm going to do then? Oh, no.
Wait,
Oh,
You
damn
want
it.
You do it. You do it. You do it.
I was
there you
gonna
go.
go Amaru.
No, you do it. You do it, please.
I'm going to zip in. I'm going to just zigzag
Zippy zip
in
zap
on
zop.
there. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Zippity zip zap zop. Do it.
You watch how speedy I'm going to be.
Hippity hoppity. Amaru is on your property.
Okay, I haven't heard that one before. That's so good.
All right, challenge Dev. Use it in a cast.
All right, challenge accepted. Okay, I'm gonna say this on stream right now so that I'm held to it. If the Amaru is picked in any of the casts that I do on Monday for Europe, I will say it on broadcast.
You just say hippity hoppity, Amaru is on the property. I love it.
That's actually really rad. I love sayings like that, you know? Like,
Drone has found a bomb.
Wait, does this mean for Oryx you could say he smashed, he dashed, but most importantly, he combat clash? Damn it.
Except Clash is on his team.
I know, but it's still, you know, you gotta make it
still good.
rhyme.
I actually like that. He smash, he dash. Well, we need to think of another. We need to think of another one to end that one.
10 seconds
I'll work
to go.
on that.
5 seconds.
yeah.
Oh,
Running
it's
out,
a run
man.
out,
It's a
spawn
bomb
peak.
location.
Careful, Amber.
Whoa, okay, hello.
Insane. Unstoppable. That's what you are.
Are you ready?
That's the best thing about Kali, though, man. It's like you hit those shots and it feels really good.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, another one coming
Oh,
out.
there you go. Another one spawn peeking the aquarium.
Oh yes. Why not?
Guz Cast is raiding with a party of 19. G'day, Guz. Hello, Guz's chat.
Bro.
Can we get some Guz emote spam there in the chat, please?
Let's do it. Yeet.
Oh, Raven. Oh, Raven, no.
Reload. Both my guns are empty. I hope that all of Guz's viewers are well hydrated after watching him, because I hear that's usually an issue.
Yes. Actually reminded me, I'm gonna get some water right now. Oh yeah, Zafia. Unstoppable.
We have to defuse.
Go Amber! Yeah!
Eliminated.
Look at that.
My observing skills have really leveled up since doing Late Night Siege. I'm saying. I always know who to
We need
spectate.
observing skills.
I'm implying that I
Oh,
die a lot
jeez.
and have to choose who to spectate.
Do you know? Wait. It's all practice. Just think of it as practice.
That's it, that's it. Hey Raven,
you
can
do
you
die
select
this time,
Yana for a second, please, Raven? I just want to see
Yes.
something. Oh,
I knew that's what you were gonna do.
shame.
That's what
Oh,
you
what a shame. Oh, I
The
have no
old
attachments.
bamboozle him.
I have no attachments on the secondary.
Uno
what you get.
reverse.
Oh.
Such a snatch. You just swindled him
We need to
so
locate a
bad.
Look,
I don't know,
Unfortunately, Amber is not a rare occurrence on Late Night Siege, or even just playing with Dev in general.
My-
It's just
my
the kind of
mouse-
stuff you get used to.
Like my mouse has got a mind of its own, to be honest. Like I didn't even click any of those buttons. It just like, no, it just took the control right away from me. I'm sorry. It's a technical
So now
problem.
you do realize whenever you say, hey, can you just do something for me? I'm going to say, absolutely not. Not in a million years. You want this? Too bad. I got here first.
I have lost your trust, haven't I? Completely lost it.
You bamboozle, and I am not bamboozled.
I was like, we're really trying to make these work now, aren't we?
Your mission is to locate and defuse a bomb.
Alright, I'm going to get Sendy with it again. I'm Sendiana Jones. Let's go.
I like that one.
Are these royalty-free lines here? Amber? Can we actually like freely use these?
Honestly, I don't know. And to be honest, I didn't know I had the sandwich box with me.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
dead. I am still alive. Nope.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Can confirm am dead.
Oh, there's a guy there.
No, I missed.
He's in an aquarium.
Is hatch open?
Do not know.
And here we have Dev with the Cali.
Oh
going in.
yeah.
Nice scoping. Oh, wait, has he seen it? No.
Where did he go?
Oh, there he is. Oh,
No!
he misses. Oh, and he goes for a wall bang, but he also misses. Can he put pressure on... Who wasn't the run pass? Dev, who was...
Wamai, I think.
Can he put pressure on this Wamai?
Oh, he is in here still.
No.
Friendly, last operator standing.
He was behind bar the whole time.
Look. Oh, the team kill. That's a good start.
Wow.
Eliminated.
Yeah, look, that was a great audition, Amber. You're in.
Yeah. So, I think there's an opening in the Oceanic casting team, Amber. Allah. Please forward
Look,
me your
I'm-
business email. You expect something in the next few days.
Have you thought about ASMR casting?
Oh, yes. Yes, please. That's what I need in my life. You know, I didn't know that I needed that, but now I do.
Sometimes I think that that would be, like,
How exactly would that work? Is it like
it would be
Oh, he
thrilling.
reloads the gun and he's
Yes.
gonna push straight through.
Make me feel like I'm
Oh,
So now
Like-
we see
listening to an audiobook.
the enemy team has decided to play a
Oh,
strategy.
I hate
no,
it.
this is creepy. Yeah.
But what will we do to combat that strategy? Over to you,
Secure the
Amber.
bombs.
Okay, on our team we have a Kavira, so hopefully we have her roaming the bottom floor.
Sneaky
On top floor.
Caviera.
We do
Be
have
advised,
a
Op 4
dog,
has found a bomb.
so here's to hoping I stay close by. I will need it.
Be advised, a bomb
Oh.
location has been compromised.
The bomb
Somebody's
location
coming in
has
this-
been compromised.
Whoa, why is your voice so deep all of a sudden, dude?
The bomb location has been compromised.
10 seconds to insertion.
Optimus Prime, is that you? It's been so long since we played together.
5 seconds to insertion.
Where have you been? That makes me... Did you ever have friends that you used to play with on like Xbox Live and you had no idea who they were? Could have been like a 30-year-old man.
It's a pretty big
60-year-old
assumption
grandma.
here from you, Amber, that I had friends.
You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now.
You seem charismatic enough. Like,
I'll
I
take
don't know
that.
what your haircuts were like in high school.
I think they're rushing sauna.
I am in trouble.
Three of
I
them.
am in
Three of them in
danger.
sauna.
Danger.
There's no blue light window as well.
Danger. Absolute
They are
danger. 3 of them in
on site.
sunset. Sorry. Maybe if 3 of them are in sunset.
No, don't
Oh,
shoot
Dev.
me, Blitz. I had 1 round to your left in the shotgun. I cannot kill a Blitz with that. But I did find 2 of them.
What do you reckon of Siri casting?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Bomb diffuser
Turn
activated.
right. Enemy to the right.
Please take the next blue bar entrance.
Last operator standing.
Your teammate is down. Your teammate is down. Pick your teammate up. Your teammate is dead.
The speed limit is 60 kilometers per Blitz. Oh, that was nice.
jeez.
You know, I don't mind losing that round when their Blitz plays like that.
Good old Wizard. Ooh,
Oofda.
that's clean.
I want to play Blitz now. We're on defense. Maybe I'll play Oryx.
Got the craving.
Smashy boy.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hopefully snatch. Yes. Look at that.
Oh, I just remembered there were definitely some questions while Amber was AFK. Let me just scroll back. PaladinAmber, what was your favorite part of 6 Invitational?
There was a lot of parts that I really loved, but I think it was meeting the people
Dev.
behind
Sorry, what?
the game. Did you say Jeff?
No, Dev.
Oh, I thought you said Jeff. I was like, yeah, he was alright. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
Good old Jeff.
Technically, she said meeting
No.
the devs.
Yeah.
meeting the devs, and then meeting
Singular.
this dev. But I'd met you before anyway, so I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
you know, the charm's worn off. Like,
Yeah.
and you're younger than me, you know. It's like, no. So like, I think just meeting everyone who worked on the game itself was an experience because you see how much they truly love what they do and how much they put into what they do, and that made me kind of fall in love with the game even more. So
Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised.
Yeah, and you got a bit of a tour of Ubisoft Montreal, did you?
yeah, so I managed to I bumped into quite a few people who had worked on, like, I met I think his name, I can't pronounce his last name, but Jeremy works on the maps, just worked on the house.
Oh, yeah. Dorset, I think it is. Is it him? Jeremy
That's
Dorset?
it. He was lovely. He was absolute, and he, you know, we spoke about when he got into it and why he does what he does and why he puts so much effort into everything. And there's like a level of, you feel like a part of the family. I don't know.
If you remain
That's
in
what I
zone,
love
you
the
will
most
be
about it.
detected by hostiles.
Yeah.
Who opened this wall? Why is this open? I'm nervous.
That's a great question. It was probably me. And I did not have an
Why
answer.
would you?
I wish you could jump up onto the roof via the hatches. That would be amazing. But I can't. Makes me sad. Most sad is the fact that this dock is still in all the fun.
Where is he?
1 on 4 remaining.
I got
So
some fun.
so is Raven as well, I guess. Whoosh. Oh, hello. That was not a good time to switch weapons. Security lobby.
I whiffed a lot, but
Hostiles eliminated.
And you said we had a few questions. What else we got?
oh yeah, I need to alt tab my
Can
card.
you guys see Yana and RX being used in Pro League now? They are able to be used. That is a great question. And we have an episode which we will talk about exactly that with a special guest who is a professional player coming up soon, TM.
Oh.
Bam. Got him.
Got him.
There was another question I read earlier. Hang on a sec.
A lot of pictures of Guz's face with a KFC hat.
Yes. Here's one that I would love to hear Amber's answer for, actually. Any tips for someone who just got the game? I'm loving it, but it's hard playing with people who have played for a long time.
Right. Somebody said to me once, T-Hunt is going to be your best friend, and they are absolutely correct. That probably... I thought to myself, no, I don't have to do that. I'll get used to it, like playing with people. I just have to do it more often. But doing T-Hunt lets you kind of learn your operators as well. And I think that's important because if you are feeling like you can't keep up, it's because you don't know your operators. Like, I mean, look, I'm not a pro, I'm a beginner, technically. But, yeah, once you get a hang of a certain, like, I mean, I've got a couple of favorites that I stick to and I rotate between. And I'll test out the new operators when they come out because it's exciting. But I think you have to find someone that you can kind of learn and, like, then you can keep up. Because I've played with professionals, I've played with people who just have been gaming for years.
This Doc's a bit of a gamer, to be honest.
Quite the gamer.
And maybe, like, the other thing I would say is, like, that, like you guys were talking about before, right? With every operator, everyone kind of has a role. So you have to kind of find your role and where you fit in with it. Whether that's, like,
Hello.
support, healer,
Yeah.
out there.
I think that's a great point. Not many people realize is, the different operators do have different uses and specializations. If you're someone who likes to, get information and support your team, then maybe you look at someone that has cameras, a Valkyrie or something like that. I'm gonna run right away.
Reloading! Cover me! If you remain in the zone, you will be detected by hostiles.
Where are they?
One of them is on me, right on my body right here. It's a Hibana.
Are you okay?
Frag.
Oh, you're dead.
I'm quite dead, sorry. But you do have the lunchbox.
Look at you.
Oh, that's your teammate!
Sorry. Oh my god, that was so close.
Oh, I know
That
he's
was...
dead.
I saw you tapped her twice. Like, how did she not die?
Yeah, I did. I'm just gonna stay and stare at this.
Wait, how did he die there?
Oh, in office, lit. Nice, that's the
One
lunchbox down.
Remaining.
Oh.
1v1 for the game. Hey, Amber, this is your first proper, debut cast. Ready? Let's go. You and me. Let's go.
Right now we have Raven playing Goyo. Where is he currently, Dev?
In the sunroom.
He's in Sunroom. We can hear that
Oh, no!
he is picked up diffuser.
Oh!
Rip.
And unfortunately, he couldn't put enough pressure on him to keep that diffuser and hopefully go to time, so...
Oh, that's a great point, Amber. I think you really hit the nail on the head there, but so did Azure there. Right onto Raven's little noggin. And, beautiful Hibana animation. And look, Amber, the moral rather of this story is, don't ever leave anything in the hands of Raven.
No. That's why it's so important, Dev, to pick your operators. Are you support? Are you intel? You
Perfect
have to
segue.
stick with what your plan is. You can't just decide to do it all last minute.
And don't try and resuscitate dead bodies. Doesn't work.
I just wanted to make sure you were okay. You look a little sick.
I wasn't okay, all right? I'm still not okay.
You look like you were taking a nap. It was a weird place to take a nap. I was like, do you want a blanket? Some water?
Please.
Anything?
Please, I could have done with
Looked a
any
bit
of
cold,
that.
bit
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah. Oh no.
Are we doing one more?
Yeah, please. I got until 10:30. Well, I should probably dash a bit before then, but may as well just round out one more.
I think this is a good idea. Do you want to know what? I want you two to cast the last game properly.
Wait, how much of it?
The whole thing. Let's
Oh,
go.
no.
While we play,
No way.
Every move that you are making, let me know what you are doing. This is your skill check. Let's go.
we'll have to actually try and work in some interesting timing here.
I'll be
Dev. Otherwise
quiet.
we've been talking over each other.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna listen and occasionally throw in a few little things there, but as much as you can.
I think I might just call out what I'm doing in third person. You know?
Talk
Okay,
me
yeah.
through
I
those
was
pro
actually
plays.
about to say, are we gonna do this in third person? 'Cause,
Yeah. So welcome everybody to the grand final here of the quick match for Late Night Siege in the Late Night Siege Championship. We have your casters, myself, Devmarta, and Raven. Raven, how you doing tonight?
I am doing pretty good. We've had some pretty big games earlier in the night, and it's really all come down to this final one before the show will eventually wrap up. Of course, we do have the hosts and the guests starting on the attack here. Raven has already picked onto the sledge, looking like a quite aggressive lineup. Devmarta actually on the ace. That's the new operator.
Yeah, look, I think Devmarta's trying to go for something a little bit unorthodox here, of course. Very unexplored territory, going for that ace here on Skyscraper. But I do just want to mention here the star player for the blue team that we just seen season after season, always stepping up. I mean, she might be quite small, but big shoes to fill for the rest of her team to try and support her. So that is PaladinAmber. We actually got her on the mic for just a moment here as we head into this game. Amber, look, what are you guys thinking about? What's on your mind going into this such an important match?
Look, I'm just, I'm honored to be here and like to uphold Soccer Mums Anonymous and to really show everyone that we do deserve the opportunity, you know, that we have been training really hard just like everyone else, and no matter where you are, even if it is the Australian region, that you can do it, you know?
Attention and stand by active.
And as we know him, Stir Fry La is just always supporting the team with those strong call-outs. Good calls, mate. Thanks. And
10 seconds.
I mean, that's just cool. We've come to accept from the blue team. You know, as you said, Amber.
5
You know,
seconds.
not just has this been like a long time running the opportunities for teams from the Australian region, but of course, you know, Stir Fry La just having such a a checkered past. You know, with being devoured in you know, shops across the continent, I guess, and of course, you know, eventually coming in and deciding that he just doesn't want to be a food, but actually wants to be a I have no idea what I'm talking about. Where is this Ella?
He wants
Yeah.
to be a player. He wants to be a champion, Dev, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how high your ping is or how quickly you go down, because I'm still alive. That, you know,
Full confidence here that Devmarta is going to pick up PaladinAmber. Just gets off the nice knife there onto that Ella player. And, you know, with that done and dusted, I really think that the blue team is in a strong position to take this round. Already have a significant amount of advantage. 5 versus 2. That Lion does roar on through. Great distinctive operator that we know the PaladinAmber just really relishes in. But, of course, the defenders are going to reply with 2 kills there, Raven.
They are, and look, Raven did get a couple of entry picks there by himself over on the kitchen side, unaided by his teammates. Not really sure exactly whereabouts they were or what they were doing. Defense has now regained control. This clash has been taken. Low HP, Devmarta in this engagement does get some shots onto the Mozzie. Leaves them in the 2 versus 1 against the clash. Devmarta and Goatsmith, they will have to work together because the clash has the shield in the way. She is right around the corner from Devmarta. Is he where he does? But no, Goatsmith is the one that finishes.
Where was she?
What a great
got
attack.
taken out by the dinosaur man. Can you believe it?
Really perfect crosswire work there from blue team to not only find those entries, revive teammates. I mean, that's synergy for you. But even in that deficit at the end there, countering the Clash and the Malusi Banshee, just you know, that's what we've come to expect from players of this caliber.
Very much so.
Honestly, that is so impressive. I'm speechless. That is so impressive. Just how fluent and how like I can tell you're that is like off the top of your head. You have had no time to think about that, but it all works really well together. You asked me to do that, and eventually I'm gonna start talking about Tupperware. Like it's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up somewhere where I'm gonna be like, "Did you see the Tupperware in the kitchen? Yeah, it looks like it's been there for a while, guys." What was I saying? That's right, stir fry Tupperware. Yep.
I don't know about you, Raven, but I feel like when you get, paid to talk smack for a living for long enough, then talking smack just becomes second nature.
Yeah, I think that's true. And I think just also like, feel like these days, again, it's just second nature, but I feel like I could just watch this game, and I feel like I just know what to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
The words just flow.
Like,
10 seconds.
I was using an analogy the other day. I was saying, instead of like thinking about what you're doing and commentating over it, you just plug your brain into the game, and you plug your mouth into your brain, and then the words just flow.
pretty much.
Right. So what you're saying is you're an AI. I'm a comedy AI, and you're a caster AI, right?
Look,
Is that what it is?
the CIA may wants to know your location.
No,
I'm safe, pick me up, quick, go.
Where's the objective again?
Come here, quick. Oh, if
you
I
are the
die
best.
because of this, I swear.
No, you're good.
Is he behind here still? Nope.
I think he went over like the elevator hallway section.
Legion is dead Reno. Oh, this is the objective after all. That's cool. Guess I go plant a Reno.
Oh, in drum. Super tag.
Is active.
15
Protected at all
HP.
costs.
Drum.
Yeah, he's up here.
Yeah.
It's a pretty strong, significant subwoofer there, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, lots of dots.
Oh, I've been
miss.
good. I've been good, and I'm dead.
Devmarta, they need your help.
What? Oh, he died straight out. That's cool. Yeah, Goatsmith, my friend.
Somebody wanted to get good at casting. How would you say, how do you get so fluent in casting?
I think our advice is potentially going to be slightly different because we had different entrances and approaches. What I felt helped me a lot is just the fact that I was so confident in my knowledge of the game. I think if you want to not have to think so hard, you have to be so, I guess fluency is one way to describe it. Like fluent in what is happening in the game or how the game works. Because for me, I feel like I don't even have to consciously analyze things. It's just it's like an extra limb in my head kind of thing,
Yeah.
Compared to all the other limbs that you usually have coming out of your head.
Yeah.
You just become so ingrained in the game, that's why.
Yeah, no, I agree with this, and for me, I think a lot of people it's intimidating because I don't know what to say, but I think if you stop thinking about it trying to think of something to say, and you just you do your research, you know what to say, whether that's taking notes on the teams, understanding their history, then you won't feel like you have to think up things to say. You will just have such confidence in your knowledge that you'll just say what you think is pertinent, and so there's that. And aside from that, for me, I think watching a lot of other people commentate. So if you enjoy watching esports, you're probably going to, or sports in general, not just esports, then you're definitely going to understand what kinds of things you want to talk about, and what tones of voices to have, etc. And so watching the game, understanding the game, and also understanding kind of what commentary in general looks like, very helpful.
Would
And then
you
practice.
say then, as well, having a wide vocabulary helps quite a bit?
Yeah.
Doing your research as well about really good descripting words, or I would say that would play a really big part. Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm being called
Yes.
mom.
Bit of insight here, something that I've done recently to increase my vocabulary, as well as just the facts of speaking loudly and fastly about descriptive words, is I've been practicing a lot of like poetry slam and like reading poetry really fast. So it
I
both
like that.
increases that kind of English that I have in my head, as well as just being able to like talk really quick about detailed descriptive things. And personally, I feel like that's really helped me recently get past that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
That's really, really, really cool, Raven. Like, I wouldn't have put those two together, that poetry would help, but it makes a lot of sense. Because it's all filled with emotion.
Yeah, I try to read like a variety of books, especially books that have, you know, the kind of language that you think you would like to use. So that definitely helps as well with your vocabulary. Something I know me and Raven have both been trying to work on is expanding our use of analogies and proverbs. So, you know, expose yourself to, you know, good, interesting language and see if you can kind of absorb it. I call it the osmosis effect. I try and just absorb things and soak up like things that I think are good and see if it soaks into me.
Yeah, I like that.
You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
stir fry knows what to do.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
To be honest, I used myself as bait for stir fry then.
You did.
Look at that. If it wasn't
Did that
for me,
easily.
stir fry would have been overcooked.
That probably couldn't have gone any better.
Look at that.
Boss G is where it's
Oh. We got 3-0, but I'm 0-3, so
at. That's all right. Like you said, you were just supporting the team every round.
that's what I'm saying. Not everyone has to be a pro player. Find your place. My place is on the bottom of the leaderboard.
I'm gonna chuck us back onto the cam screen now, so people can see our lovely faces. So there are a couple more questions here. So I feel like we may as well, you know, we've got a little bit of time before I got a dash, so may as well go through a couple of them. What do you think about the introduction of map bans coming into ranked? Well, I think for me and Raven, it's likely to be like fairly normal because we're used to that in the esports. So I'm interested in getting your take on that, Amber, because you do play quite a bit of ranked. What would you think if that map ban feature comes through, or when that map ban feature comes through? It was announced at 6 Invitational.
I think it's going to be really useful. It depends. I know, look, there are going to be people who are like, no, getting to know all maps is great. But like, I mean, you've got to remember you don't have to, like, eventually you're going to rotate through all of them anyway, right? Like, you're never going to ban, unless you're constantly banning the same maps. Like, you hate Coastline, so you're always banning Coastline. Like, I don't want to play it. That's not realistic. Everyone loves Coastline. But you're like, I'm just going to ban Coastline because I hate it every single time. I guess that's the personal preference of, yeah, I don't know. I think it would be very difficult, but I think it's going to be important because it will force people to learn a map, learn strategies, and especially when it comes to, you don't remember who's playing these ranked matches. It's either people who want to go kind of semi-pro or just really enjoy the competitive style of the game. And I think if you're getting people who are super competitive, they're going to want to be able to stick to a map that they know, stick to, yeah, callouts that they know. I don't know. I feel like that would be beneficial for professionals. Myself, I also play a lot casual, so.
Yeah, I think it allows you to kind of, in the same way that you can change the environment of the game by banning operators, you can now do that with maps as well. Like, oh, I really want to play like, you know, a fast map, you know, with lots of, you know, frags. Let's play Coastline. Let's ban Clubhouse instead, and play Coastline. So, you know, puts a bit more power into the teams who are playing ranked, which is fun, I think.
Yeah.
Someone was asking how we were playing Skyscraper just then. That wasn't the Skyscraper rework. That's not out yet. That was just good old Skyscraper in Quick Match. So you can still play Skyscraper in Quick Match.
Yeah, rotated back into the quick match map pool in Steel Wave, so only very fresh. And in fact, that was the first time I've played it since the new season's come out. So I kind of miss it. You know, I enjoy it as a casual map, at least as it is right now.
Must be the last time I played that map in a really long time, to be honest. I don't remember the time I played before that.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Here's one.
I've never really hated a map.
Yeah?
To throw it out there. I've never really hated a map. I've never had a map that I dislike. Like, is that strange?
I think a lot of people like to talk very critically about things. I think, especially when it comes to, a public platform like Twitter, people and Twitch streams as well, people like to, hate to get views. So people like to be a bit of drama queens and stuff. One map that wasn't received super well necessarily by the competitive community that I always liked was Tower. And I know that it's not necessarily highly competitive at a top level, but the art style in that map and the visual direction that they went for is one of my favorite, probably my number one most favorite out of every map. So if I play that in casual these days, I spend as much time, walking around and kind of enjoying, the fish room and the lanterns room and all that kind of stuff, and like the museum, as much as I do like, trying to go for kills and stuff.
Yeah, I feel that. There's a couple of maps that I've just always loved the art style of as well that people don't consider, good maps or however you want to look at it. And I think that really just caters to like you said, the top level. But all maps are enjoyable to an extent, and some of them just have more of a place in a certain way than others.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the map ban system in ranked is going to be a good change, because it also means that you'll potentially have more control over obviously the maps you play, but sometimes it feels like you get, I don't know, you could say like no luck with the maps that you play, in that it feels like you're playing, let's say, Outback, Canal, what else is like common ranked maps?
I don't know. Chalet.
Chalet, yeah. So it feels like I feel like every time I queue ranked, I've got to go through Outback, Chalet, Canal. Like I've got to at least play 4 games to get past those.
There's a there's a like a psychological like thing, like I don't know what the word is for it, but it's where like you only remember the bad experiences, or you remember the things that you like. No one remembers like that round that they really enjoyed, or like the time things were fine.
But you remember the map that you sucked at, and
yeah,
you hate that.
Yeah.
But here's a question: is it the maps, or do you just suck at that map?
I think that's a great
I'm not joking
point.
when I say that, and this could be controversial, but like, is it the map? Or do you just not, like, you don't know it well enough, or you don't, you're like already in your mind, like you've got this favoritism going, and you're like, dude, I will only play Coastline. I hate Chalet. Like, is that that's not a Rainbow problem. That's a you problem.
That's definitely a thing. And look, I'll self-admit that I constantly say, at least for Chalet, that's my Achilles heel. There's something about that map that I never have a comfortable playstyle on.
Right.
But you're right, like generally that does mean
Is it 'cause
I
it's too
suck at that
open?
map. I don't know. I find it hard to move around. There's just something about that map where I just feel like my movement is always just a bit awkward or restricted.
Then you got to get a little sneaky with it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or play support on that map. Go for something. Don't roam at all. Play support. Stay where you are. Like,
you are a coach in the making, Amber. Because the other night we played ranked and we had Chalet, and that was exactly my thought process. I'm like, I'm gonna play this completely differently. I played Mirror. I played Smoke. I anchored on site. I did really well.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people who do complain about maps, or like they're like, this is ridiculous. I hate this, or I hate the rework. It's like, no, you just hate the way that you play on that map.
Yeah.
And so therefore you need to, and that's why there's so many different operators and there's so many different choices, is because each map has something that you could potentially be really good at with the right operator. Like, that's all it takes.
I've definitely found, and I've noticed other people I play with do this as well. Like, you might have specific maps or specific bomb sites or whatever, or specific parts of the map where you have an idea. Like, you do one thing and you get really good at it, and you always do that thing. And that's maybe a way to kind of learn how to like maps that you're not so good at and feel more comfortable. For example, I love playing Maverick these days. Like, I never used to be really much of a Maverick player, but you know the little Maverick trick that they do in Pro League where you make like a little line at the top, a line at the bottom, and the reinforcement falls away? I love doing that so much. And like,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that. So on Chalet, what I always do is I always pick Maverick, and I always go and do the snowmobile garage. And even if I get 0 kills and we lose the round, if I get that wall open successfully, that's actually an achievement because it's quite difficult to do.
Yep.
So I'm still pretty happy, and I still enjoy the game if we die, if I manage to complete that.
Yeah. I think that's why I enjoy the game so much, is because I don't get too caught up on what plays I do. But I also don't know enough. Like, and I, like Pat was saying, he's like, her bronze 1 rank today got her thinking properly about it. I'll have you know, better than, it could be worse. It could have been copper.
It's not the bottom one.
It's not the bottom. It's certainly not great. I'm not saying it's bad either. Yeah, I think that people get too comfortable with learning how to do one thing or doing, like, I used to only play Ash when I first started, because I was like, that's the best. I'm a runner and gunner, let me get in. And then other people were like, no, maybe you should play support. And some of the best games I've played are when I'm literally playing support. Like, I mean, guaranteed a lot of my aces have been stolen from me by said Patrick in chat. It's more like, yeah, learning where you fit in the team and then playing as that. And then that also has to change with different maps too. It's not just the maps are shit.
Yeah.
Bring it back in.
Yeah, no, and I think definitely having, like, you know, just trying something different can always be a bit fun, and like different people have different ways of seeking enjoyment out of the game. Like I was saying, like if I spend a round and like on defense, let's say I open like let's say I'm playing Castle. I love Castle, especially now he's got the shotgun. I open a bunch of cool rotation holes and I put some Castle barricades up, and like it changes the way the round works. Let's say we lose the round, I still get enjoyment out of that, even if I'm not super successful. Like the Maverick trick, if I successfully do it and I hear that little pop that as a reinforcement falls away, and if we lose the round, like I've enjoyed that. And
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
it's not simple. Like, did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? Yes or no? Did you win the round? Like, they're not the same thing, right? There's a lot of little steps along the way that you get enjoyment out of. And maybe that's not actually tied to the gameplay at all. Maybe it's just that I had a hilarious moment with my teammate. You know, one of my favorite things to do personally, if I'm solo queuing, is I'll just like use the voice chat and start, you know, talking some banter with the other guys in my game. Haven't been
chat.
Yeah, and it's so much fun. I love just hyping up random people and seeing the reactions you get, because some people are hilarious, and it's not even gameplay related. I get enjoyment out of that.
Yeah. I agree.
I had a couple questions about casting in chat that we didn't really have time to touch on. One of the questions was, what would you recommend to do if you're interested in starting casting? That's a big discussion, but I'll answer questions in my Twitter DMs. If anyone does have questions about casting, feel free to message me on Twitter. My DMs are open. So, yeah, if you want to talk about casting, feel free to contact me. Raven might have some more stuff to say as well. But aside from that, you guys cool to wrap up now? Because I kind of reasonably short on time.
Go for it.
100%.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Amber, thank you very much for coming on this week. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. Yeah, thank you so much for coming along.
Thank you guys for having me involved. I do appreciate it. It's nice to be included and also welcomed into the community. The community has never been bad for me. I think like pretty much anyone who's involved has welcomed me with open arms, but it's good to be involved with stuff like this too, so others know, hey, I make funny content, but like I also respect the game. I respect the people who respect the game. So, you know, let's hang out.
So,
Yeah.
you go.
I was gonna say also, like, I know, especially because your charm is out now, so we'll bring it back to that. Your charm is out in the game, so a lot of people probably do have questions about you. So I think it's been really good to have you on, so that there is now this content here for people to consume. They can get to know you in a really quick way, and they'll be able to tune into your streams having a much better understanding of who PaladinAmber is.
She's just a girl with a charm in a game who C4s herself occasionally, and
Who
that's
can
the
fit into a
best
lunchbox.
description you're ever gonna get.
So if people want to watch your streams, people want to stay up to date with your content, where can they do that?
Just, you know, I'm gonna do the thing. www.twitch.tv/PaladinAmber. That's it. That's where you
Perfect.
can find me. No. Just any at PaladinAmber, and I'm sure you'll find my content.
Awesome. And if people sub to you on Twitch and link their Uplay and Twitch accounts, they will get the beautiful charm that I was repping on all of my guns today in game as well.
Tiny little chibi.
Yeah, love it. Awesome. Well, we're going to be back next week with another episode of Late Night Siege on Friday at 8 p.m. AEST every week. We're going to be here, so thank you everyone who has joined us tonight. Oh, Amber, I also forgot to mention, but as a thank you for coming along, we actually have a bunch of Six Masters t-shirts, and I've set aside one for you, so we're gonna give that to you to do with what you will. I also have a Year 5 pass code, which I'm gonna give to you as well for you to do with what you will. So I'll contact you after the show about that. But thank you for coming on once again, Amber.
No, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. You guys I appreciate what you're doing, but I also respect what you're doing. I love it. This is good.
Yeah, awesome. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.